Well, hello there. It's really hot. Yeah, I had to take some stuff out to the car for my grandma. It's it's really hot out there. It's like an average of three digits. Ugh. Oh yeah, it's like been the whole summer, dude. It's insane. It's messing up my hair, my beautiful hair. Dude, I have like a fan pointed at me full blast. It's still not enough. I'm dying. But more importantly, speaking of dying, that was a terrible segue. I feel bad now. Speaking of dying, hey Curry, so how's it going? Yeah, I need to have it like just blasting on my face. Okay, I'm gonna play the game. So, fun fact, it's not really a fun fact, but I have this on my PlayStation, and I was gonna play it on the PlayStation, but then I decided I honestly really enjoyed playing Steins Gate on like streaming from the PC. Now that my computer can handle games and streaming at the same time, I figured, you know what? I'll just buy Steins Gate 0 on Steam. And so here we are, dying of heat stroke. No, on PC. That's also true. Yeah, I can do the monitor thing. Behold. Oh, hey, look, it's your favorite. There you go. That's for you. It's like it knew. It's like it knew you were here. Crazy. All right. Enough of the backgrounds. It's time for the Steins Gate. I also managed to put the Steins Gate pictures on the. It's true. On the starting soon screen, so that's fun. And I finished making my ending screen. So I got just so many things done today. It's crazy. I feel like I did something else, but I can't remember what it was. Anyways, new game. Let's go. Yes. Yep, you've once again you've given me a gift of an idea. Oh, well, here we are again. Son of a bitch. Fucking shithead. I hate that guy. I feel like you understand, but I hate that guy. I think you hate that guy too. We both hate that guy. Best thing I've ever been coerced into, it's true. The hatch opened. Bright light flooded my eyes. Where was I? My eyes narrowed. I could barely make out the summer's twilight sky. It's my stream's DNA. I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to disappear. But someone grabbed my arm and dragged me out. It's so weird, like it's the same art, but it feels like it's like crisper. You know what I mean? It's the same. It's weird to see it like it's like really sharp. Yeah, it's like it's shinier. I don't know. Which makes sense. It's Mayuri remastered. I didn't have the energy to respond to my own nickname. I fell to the ground and wrapped my arms around myself. Mayuri ran to me and looked down, her face worried. Oh. Dude, this fucking music hurts my soul. It's true. But her kindness felt like nothing but a nuisance. Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone.
おかりん血まみれじゃん。どうしたん？
Right? Yeah.
父さん、タオルと水、あと服も今すぐ手に入れてきて。
どういうことか説明プリーズ。
いいから早く。
わかったお。
Daru ran to the door that led back inside the building. Hold on, I'm gonna... Whoa. That's cool. That's cooler than the other one, I'm gonna be honest. I turned down the music because I figured it would be loud like the other one, but it is not quite as loud. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Just a itty bitty bit. There we go.
おかりん、大丈夫？しっかりして。
Funniest face that Daru's ever made, which he's made some pretty funny faces. Which one are you referring to? I as much as I want to like not ruin moments, it's my nature. I can't in my heart, I promise I want to take these seriously and like really get into it, but my nature is just I have to make jokes. I just can't not. Oh, my
大丈夫。
Yuri.
怪我してるわけじゃないよ。
My Yuri, my sweet. Stop it. Just get away from me. Oh. Okay. Is it a face from the anime or from the visual? I assume from the anime. A lot more faces to choose from. Oh my god, my hair is insane today. I've got gross sweaty hair. I hate it. Oh. I can relate to that. There's no such thing as too much Steins Gate. It is not possible to reach. Galaxy brain. I feel like if anyone's ruining the moment here, it's me. It's definitely me. Well, I imagine your computer's does that. Also, man, I have my camera all set up. Apparently, it's been too long since I've had my boy Koromaru chillin', so I have it. It's too short. I need my boy. Oh, now that's way too high. Oh god, I'm sorry. This is awful. This is probably the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know. It's just more hair on top of my hair, and I have so much hair. Oh my god, where is this picture? Ah! If I put him on the microphone, he's gonna make noise. It better be. Like, at this point, it better be. Also, this is probably fucking up the microphone. All right. This better be the most worth it thing I've ever seen in my life. Right. All right, you know what? You win. You win. It was definitely worth it. Hold on. Oh, that is so gonna be one of my wallpapers from now on. Thank you for that. Hold on. That is, oh my goodness gracious. That is, that's mine now. Thank you. That's wonderful. All right, back to feels. Back to bad feels. You and I think we both share in this guilt that we've ruined the moment. All right. Serious mode. I couldn't save her. In fact, I killed her myself. Right here, 3 weeks ago. I killed her. I'm a murderer.
無駄だったんだ。何をやっても無駄だ。
Highly doubt it. My thing says 2 viewers. I wonder how long that's gonna last.
しまっていることなんだよ。同じだ。マユレの時と同じなんだ。どれだけもがいたって結果は同じになる。
I did. The Kirby's are gone. The Kirby's will return once I... Wow. Oh, hurtful. Also, my camera's all off center now. Son of a bitch. What was I saying? Well, the Kirby's, right. No, they, yeah, they will return as emotes once I can make those. And I'm still off center, motherfucker. What have I done? What have I done? How did I do this? No, the Kirby's remain. There it goes. Back to 1. No, the Kirby's will be a special thing. All right, one more time. We'll just. Great. I'll fuck it. Leave it there. What was I saying? Fuck. I literally. Right, Kirby's. I mean, it technically yes, but technically yes, but I like, it doesn't feel right because they're in main Steins Gate attire. You know what I mean? Like, it don't feel right to have them on the Steins Gate 0 go around, you know? Because they all got different outfits. And I'm definitely not going to draw them all in Steins Gate 0 outfits, because that's gonna be, that's so much, oh my god, that's so much work. No, I don't want to do it. I refuse. I might, maybe someday, I don't know. I'm gonna play the game. No matter how many times I try, it will all converge back to the same result. The process doesn't matter. That one I'm not doing out of principle. I refuse to do that one out of principle. Whether you time travel or time leap, you can't go back and change the results of the past. I thought I understood that cruel truth. But now I was forced to realize it again, and in the worst possible way.
無駄だよ。 無駄なんだ。何もかも無駄なんだよ。俺はやっぱりクリスを助けられないんだ。分かってた。分かってたんだ。こうなるって予想してたんだ。もう疲れた。ずっと休んでないんだ。だからもういいよ。
おかりん、
My
一体
earring!
何が。
俺が殺してしまった。バカみたいだ。全部。
マキセ・クリスをさ、刺し殺しちゃったんだ。殺した？嘘、そんな。でも安心して、まだもう一回分タイムトラベルはできる。
ほっといてくれ。俺のことなんか何度やったって結果は同じだ。
Also, this track fucking slaps. Like, I can never get over how good Steins Gate music is, period. Like, whether it's Zero, regular one, the fucking goofy ass dating sim one, all the music is phenomenal. I just, yeah, Suza is badass. Mayuri is adorable, and this is heartbreaking. I love it all.
何言ってんの？諦めるつもり？オカリンおじさんの肩には何十億っていう人の命がかかってるんだよ。たった一回の失敗が何だって言うんだ。
Yeah.
クリスはどうやったって助けられない。世界線の収束には逆らえない。
That's the reality of this world. I learned that a long time ago.
こうなったらビンタしてでも気合い入れ直して。ダメだよ、無理強いするのは良くないよ。こんなボロボロになってるオカリン見てられないもん。でもさ、このままじゃ未来を変えられない。どうして未来のことをオカリン一人に押し付けるの？そんなの重すぎるよ。オカリンおじさんには世界の観測者としての能力があるからだよ。
Let me do it! I'm also an observer!
望んだわけじゃないのに。
Polan told me so! I'm an observer too! Let me do it!
それにもう一度やったってまたオカリンが傷つくだけだって思うな。未来のことを人一人で変えようなんてきっと無理なんだよ。だからそのためのシュタインズゲートで、気持ちはわかるよ。でもさ、私も未来をかけてここまで来てるんだよね。どっちにしろ2036年には戻れないんだ。そう簡単に諦めるつもりはないから。
That was deep in my eardrum. What the?
オカリンおじさん、一つだけ忠告しとく。このタイムマシンに残されてる燃料は有限なの。さっきは往復2回分しか残ってないって言ったけど、実はまだそれなりに余裕はある。それでも移動できる時間はおよそ344日分。
She got really close to the microphone on that one.
片道のタイムトラベルだとしても、今から1年と経たないうちに7月28日には届かなくなる。覚えといて。その日になったらさ、私はたとえ一人でも飛ぶよ。
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. Someone was saying something to me, but I couldn't understand the words. I didn't want to listen to anything. I just wanted to sleep. It wasn't. You're just no, stop that. No, it was not. And no. Just let this all end. Just let me go.
Okari? Okari? Ne. Okari?
I will not allow you to describe anything regarding this character as that way. It is impossible.
もう
Silence.
頑張らなくてもいいからね。泣いてもいいんだよ。おかり。
Stop it.
あゆしーはそばにいるからね。おかり。
It was just sad. She was just sad. Which is understandable. I'm also sad. You can tell I'm sad because I'm laughing, and that's how I fucking handle my emotions. It's not a good fit. I don't know if Mayuri's words were the reason why, but the tears started to flow. I decided to forget everything. Ever since that day, I stopped going to the Future Gadget Lab. Gotcha. Understandable. It begins. I think there's only one, like, out of all the new, like, character designs, the outfits, I think there's only one that I actively do not like. Like, I love them all. I think they're all great. Daru sucks. I hate how Daru looks in this game. It's awful. He looks so dumb. Also, I want to see what they have to say about the Future Gadget Lab. Fictional. Also, I got an achievement. Yay. A lab in name only. It is actually a group of students who make strange inventions. Its founder, Rintaro Okabe, described it as a place where he can further his ambitions to overthrow the ruling structure of the world. To get there, head down the center street from Akihabara Station. Then when you get to Suehiro Cho intersection, take a left at Kuremebashi Street. Then head into the alleyway just in front of the next light, and you'll find an old multi-purpose building called the Ubiyama building? I thought it was the Ohiyama building. What is the name of this fucking building? That doesn't seem, I don't think that's what that building is. I'm pretty sure it's the Ohiyama building, not the Ubiyama building. I may be wrong. Whether or not I'm wrong, Steins Gate is wrong, because they've said it both ways. All right, translations, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. That's true. It's on the second floor. Anyways. But yeah, I don't like Daru's outfit in this game. Everybody else looks dope. UPX, the new symbol of Akihabara, was located right in front of the station. In the hall of the fourth floor, preparations have been going on all morning for the ATF Akihabara Techno Forum convention. Is it which name is correct though? Like regardless of which one it is, the other one sounds better. This Ubiyama is dumb. Yeah. I mean, if I ever go to Japan, I would love to go to Japan someday. That's like one of my first stops is the radio tower. Is because, you know, it's the place. It's like one of the big places I want to go in the Japan. Universities and labs from both inside and outside the country would work together to put on special seminars and symposiums at irregular intervals. I know what that word means, but I'm gonna Google it anyways just to make sure I get the right. Like I fully understand what that word is. Symposium. It's like a demonstration, right? It's like a speech. A meeting or conference for the discussion of some subject. So it's okay, it's conference. Great. It's like a meeting of the minds. Fair. That's fair. Yeah. It's the one of the big reasons I would want to go to Japan. My school, Tokyo Denki University, was participating as part of its industry collaboration efforts. Students were required to attend these seminars and submit reports to their instructors. That's another thing I love about Zero is the fact that, like, the fact that he's a student barely comes up in Steins. I think it literally just comes up as the reason they're going to the lecture, like Kurisu's lecture. They're going as part of like their student credits. But then other than that, it's like it never matters. I love that there's like more relevance here with the whole school thing. It's neat. Otherwise, and I guess it also makes sense since that was during the summer, but otherwise they wouldn't get credit for their related classes. In addition, I was supposed to help one of the lecturers, Associate Professor Izaki. Yeah, I mean, I love all the winter designs for all the characters except Daru. His is dumb. I had just gotten a list from the reception desk at the shared lobby. I was waiting to check off the names of students who were coming to the lectures. There was still some time before the seminar started, so the lobby was mostly empty. None of the students on the list were here yet. I was bored, but I couldn't do anything but wait. The old me never could have imagined doing something like this, but impressing Izaki was part of my new goal in life. Victor Condria University. Yes, that was my new goal. That's... Give me a second. Oh, my heart. I'm okay. Izaki did a lot of joint research projects with them and knew a lot of people there. The best first step to getting there my brain could come up with was being his assistant. Also, this convention was holding another seminar by Victor Condria University after the one held this summer. Of course, that interested me too. Summer. Trauma. An image of her as she was then flashed through my mind. I was trying to get to Victor Condria so that I could learn about the work that Kurisu Makise had been doing. I wanted to try to do it for myself. Also, the fact that they're gonna flip all the names, aren't they? And that's gonna... I mean, it makes more sense this way for the translation, but still. I get it. Yeah, agreed, yeah. Like, the real Okabe, he still wants to be a scientist. Of course, I wasn't a genius like Kurisu. I knew there was no way I'd ever be able to do exactly what she did. But if I could do even 10% of it... Honestly, I'm amazed that I've recovered so well. I thought that to myself and chuckled, just as a voice called to me from across the lobby.
ちょっと、そこの方?
Oh, it's Best Girl. Huh? Like, real talk, though. Mahao! I looked up and saw a young girl. Sorry, we don't know her name yet. Mysterious, short girl. I looked up and saw a young girl approaching from the elevator hall. She was short and petite. Everything about her was small, except her hair. Her hair is, like, enormous. I could kind of make out a few of the curves that don't appear until after puberty, so at least she wasn't in elementary school, but that's a really weird thing to know. Like, that's a really weird thing to focus on, Okabe. Can you not? Womanly child. I mean, in this case, it's more like a childly woman, but, you know, womanly child is really funny. Maybe middle school? Right, what the fuck? For someone with such a cute face, she clearly didn't care about her appearance. Her hair wasn't styled and it flowed down her back. Even I could tell her clothes weren't very fashionable.
ごめんなさい。スタッフルームってどこかしら?
Dude, Maho is me, alright? Function over form, baby. I grab whatever is there, whatever's clean. I don't care how it looks. I'm function over form, baby. Okay, well, you're... listen, he's not Daru levels, but...
ここは ATF のセミナー会場だけど。
Clearly not a place where a middle school girl belonged. She'd probably just come to the wrong place.
そんなの分かっているわ。何度同じ話を繰り返せば気が済むの？
いや、今初めて行ったんだけど。
私にとってはあなたで4回目よ。この場所に来てからね。
I believe you. I believe you. Listen, I got you. Okay, you're okay. Calm down. Don't hurt me. Irritated, she pulled a card out of her jacket. It was one of the IDs given out to invited guests. Her name and the name of her workplace were written out on the front.
Huh?
Victor Condrey University, USA, Brain Science Institute.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学脳科学研究所。
I looked at the card, then at her, and then back at the card. Then I looked at her again. That's fair. I finally realized.
あ、そういうことか。そのカード、どこに落ちてたんだ？拾ってくれたん。
その話も4回目よ。
Oh my god. Poor Mom. She sighed and showed me another card. This one was a photo ID from Victor Condrey University. It's true. Anything but eye contact. No! My one weakness. It was the same ID I'd seen Krisu holding before on another world line. The photo on the card, yeah, that was definitely her.
ヒヤ城真帆って読むの。私の名前、ヒヤ城真帆。漢字でもローマ字でも誰も読めた試しがないから、先に言っとくわ。
It's a little early since we just met, but you know what? I'll do it now. Boop. Everybody gets a boop.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学の中学生？
Oh my god. Okabe, please. You're
寝
so
ぼけるのは夜
dumb.
にして。大学に中学生がいるわけないでしょ。
Yeah, agreed. Dude, I love Maho. I was like, when I first played Zero, I was, you know, like any sequel or any whatever. You can't even call this a sequel. What the hell is this game? You know, any new characters, when you love a series, whenever any new characters show up, like, you're a little like, oh, they're, you know, they're whatever. But Maho, it quickly became one of my absolute favorites. She's so fucking good. No, yeah, I would definitely say she's a mainstay for sure. She better show up in Steins. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Whenever I'm referring to the new one, it's gonna be Steins.
それもそうだな。じゃあ飛び級か。
And then of course there's that fucking story, where the like short, the short manga thing with where she and Kurisu met. That made me cry, dude. That story's friggin' sweet. So cute. Steins Copium. Yeah, agreed. Dude, I love that. I love that story. Okay. I love Maho. Hello. I need to make sure to remember to boop everybody. It's Steins Gate 0, the boopening. Everybody needs to get booped. Unlike in Japan, it wasn't uncommon for Americans to skip grades. Kurisu had made it to university at age 17. But still, a girl this young working in a university lab? Dude, the birthday script was so funny. I love that.
一つ確認していいかしら。
おう。
あなた今少なからず衝撃を受けてるわよね。こんな小さい子が信じられないかしら。それともこの年齢ですごいの方。
I can't remember exactly how old she is. I want to say she's 20 something, right? She's like. Oh yeah, the ring. Agreed. A lot of cool flair. She got
ここを
me.
よく見なさい。
The girl, Maho Hyajo, pointed to the part of her ID with her slender fingers. She was born in 1989, and it was 2010, so yeah, 21.
21歳。
No, I distinctly remembered it being like 20 something. 21.
つまり立派な成人女性よ。中学生じゃないのよ。もちろん小学生でも幼稚園児でも。
She can legally drink alcohol in America. And can already have done that for a couple years in other countries. And then she puffed out her chest. There wasn't much to see, but I could imagine her saying, "They look bigger when I'm not wearing clothes. They're huge." Could you really picture her saying that? I can't imagine her saying that. I literally can't imagine her saying that.
おう。
Nonsense.
何かしらその顔は。
いや、悪かったわ。謝る。
I couldn't believe it. She was older than me. If Daru was here, he'd be dancing around screaming, "Legal lolly for the win!" I had to say those words. I had to say those words just now. I had to read them. Those were words that came out of my mouth just
世
now.
界中どこへ行っても同じ目に遭ってるから。
うん、そうだろうな。
何か言った？
That's, I mean...
いや、別に。
I think there are some states in America where you can you can drink whenever as long as you're like at home with, you know, a responsible adult or whatever. Like, oh my god. If I ever met someone who said shit like that in real life, I would not want to be with, would not want to be around them anymore. I would like to leave. I would like to never see you again. In the immortal words of Brian Regan, I don't want you to die. I just never want to see you again. Still, the Brain Science Institute? That's where Kurisu worked. Which means this person might know a lot about Kurisu. I held back the impulse to start badgering her with questions. Dude, I will never touch Twitter. I can't. I will not. It hurts my soul. Every time I have to I see it. Your pictures, the pictures you send are the exception. I like those. I looked at the pamphlet with the seminar schedules. Victor Condrier's lecture was the last one for the day, and was clearly intended to be the biggest. Yeah, exactly. You are the exception. Was this Maho Hyajo girl going to give a lecture? Just like Kurisu had done at the summer convention. No, wait, that's wrong. That never happened. Kurisu Makise never gave any lectures over the summer. That happened in the Alpha World Line. In the world line I inhabited now, before the summer convention, she had already...
君が今日登壇を？
いいえ、私は助手として来たの。あと通訳も兼ねてね。
I looked at the pamphlet again and saw that the lecturer was a man named Alexis Leskinen. Alexis Leskinen, a professor at Victor Condria University and the chief researcher at the Brain Science Institute.
テーマは人工知能革命か。
Oh yeah. I
面
forgot
白そう
about
だ。
those.
時間があったらぜひ聞いてみてほしいわね。
そうするよ。
Oh no! Sorry. I'm sorry. That was too loud.
あ、スタッフルームだったよな。
I lead Maho over to the elevator hall and showed her where the staff room was.
ありがとう。
Yeah, I couldn't think of that many. I've had those there for a while. I truly, I want to put more. I just don't know what to put. I don't know. I'm like, can't think of anything. Yeah, that's all I got. I had no reason to hang around her any further. I said goodbye and was just about to turn around. Just then, the elevator opened. A woman emerged. The instant I saw her face, every hair on my body stood on end. No, I'm trying to be informative with my tags. Hello. Dude, I love her new outfit. Looks incredible. Moeka, hear you. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. Calm down. This isn't the Beta world line. Mayuri is alive. Moeka's not going to kill her. Our eyes met. The eyes on the other side of her glasses were as dead as ever, and it was impossible to tell what she was thinking. Probably. Then again, his outfit here sucks, so he doesn't hold a lot of sway for me. Also, you know what? He's not wrong. It's the Alpha world line. She did not kill Mayuri in this world line, and so, boop. I frantically averted my gaze before she realized something was wrong. Everybody gets a 1. She tilted her head for a second, but quickly lost interest in me and turned toward Maho.
ああ、雑誌社の方でしたよね。お約束通り、主催を。
Even in this world line, Moeka still only spoke in faint whispers.
レスキネン教授はまだなんです。少しお待たせしてしまいますけど。はい。それまで私でよければシステムの概要でも。お願いします。
The two of them disappeared into the staff room. As I watched them leave, I took a deep breath. I tried to calm down, but it wasn't working.
桐生萌か。もしかしてまたお前なのか。
I feel like I get so sad when he like goes into these like trauma moments where he's like he talks all dark. It was a terrible feeling, like a cold finger tracing the wounds in my heart. That night, when the terrorist threat shut down all the trains in Akihabara. We don't need to see it again. I swear to God, if they show that fucking picture again. Like, it's a different game, man. Don't show me that shit. That awful night, when I just knew something was going to happen.
ここでもまたお前が。
Stop it. Or was I just imagining things? Was she a magazine reporter now, instead of a CERN rounder? No, even if Moeka was a rounder, we had nothing to do with CERN anymore. CERN wouldn't be watching us. I took another deep breath, grabbed some of the anxiety meds in my back pocket. I don't know why I said back pocket. My pocket. And swallowed them down with some mineral water I'd bought ahead of time. It would take 15 minutes for them to kick in. Those 15 minutes were always pretty rough. Dude, this is heartbreaking! That, like, oh man. I'm okay. I'm alright. I laughed at myself a little and sat down on one of the reception desk's chairs. As someone who knows, like, obviously I don't have the exact experience he's having right now. But as someone who has experienced full-blown fucking anxiety attacks, it truly is a hellish experience. They're not fun. They're not a fun thing to do. You don't want them. The table was filled with leaflets, pamphlets, and other things for the attendees. Also, I got a message. Oh, that's right, it's a rhyme. Ocarine, are things going okay with Mr. Seminar? Dude, I love my area so much. Are things going okay with Mr. Seminar? No problem, there's a little accident. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say, yeah, no problem. Actually, no, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be fairly honest with my area. I'm gonna say I'm not sure, because that's, I feel like Okabe at this point would try to be honest with my area. You know, be you know, not too like, I'm not trying to worry her, but you know, he's currently having a fucking anxiety attack, so not going well exactly. You'll be fine. Mayushi guarantees it. I'm just having trouble paying attention. There's a seminar I want to attend, so I'm not getting anywhere with my work. I see, you're nervous, huh? Dude, I love that these are like full-blown conversations now. Just tell yourself that if you work hard, you can go see Mr. Seminar as a reward. Stop calling him Mr. Seminar, Mary. That's too cute. And then you'll focus on the work right in front of you. Oh yeah! What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. Dude, I forgot about these little stickers. Dude. Dude. My eyes wandered to one of the pamphlets. Nakabachi theory and the genealogy of pseudoscience. Well, Daru made Rhyme, so I'm pretty sure these were made by Daru, I assume. Like, he made the app, so I always figured that he made the like emotes of all the lab mems. This pamphlet was for Professor Izaki's seminar. I'm sorry, what was it called? Nakabachi theory and the genealogy of pseudoscience. Barf. Just hearing his fucking name makes me... Ugh. Nakabachi theory. The paper he'd announced in Russia. That paper held the key to creating a real time machine. Gross. He would. This particular Okabe, probably not. I'd say he's a little more, I'd say he's a bit distracted to be making little goobers by himself. But normally, yes. Normally, I would agree with you. Also, on that day, July 28th, Nakabachi had stolen the paper from Kurisu, his own daughter, and left with it. I knew that. Only Nakabachi and I knew that. I flipped through the pamphlet. It was a brief introduction to the many forms of pseudoscience and fake scientific discoveries that had emerged since the start of the 20th century. On its own, it did make for some interesting reading. And at the end of the pamphlet, Nakabachi theory was introduced as nothing more than another entry in that long list of fakes. Good, fuck that guy. So, Dr. Nakabachi's time machine theory had been completely ignored by the academic world. All the glory, fame, and power he'd wanted so badly that he was willing to get rid of his own daughter, he didn't get any of it. And I'd heard rumors that after the announcement, he'd been imprisoned in a Russian lab. To make it even funnier, he thought he was getting VIP treatment. What a fucking piece of shit. For a short time, there were essays and interviews in bogus academic journals. Even there, it was obvious it had all gone to his head. The ironic thing was that Nakabachi theory was completely correct and completely revolutionary. The Russian government was worried about it leaking, and the SVR was doing everything it could to keep it under wraps. SVR, that's the, like the Secret Service of Russia. The Service of the External Reconnaissance of the Russian Federation. Jesus Christ. AKA SVR, Russia's external intelligence agency. Its HQ is in Yasinovo in southern Moscow. After the old Soviet community for oh my god. I can't read today, which is weird considering it's literally what I'm here for, is to read. Fuck. It's the heat. I swear it's the heat. You know what? I'm gonna blame the heat. It's fucking hot and I can't read. After the old Soviet Committee for State Security, KGB, was disbanded, the new SVR was modeled after the KGB's first directorate. There are other intelligence agencies in Russia as well, such as the Main Intelligence Directorate, GRU, and the Federal Security Service, FSB. I don't understand. I assume these are based on like Russian words, the acronyms, because otherwise, why is Main Intelligence Directorate acronymized as GRU? I assume it's Russian. I assume it's based on the Russian name. Each of them has their own territory and specialization. But under the surface, there was a full-scale information war beginning over the paper. The time traveler from 2036, John Teeter, had told me so, which meant it had to be true. Was World War III really going to happen? There was no point in thinking about it. Just a little more before the drugs kicked in. I closed my eyes. Oh, fucking... Dude, my heart is broken for this man. My heart is as broken as this man is. Several hours later, convention was going well. After Professor Izaki's seminar, most of the students from my university went home, but I killed some time and came back. I wanted to hear the Victor Condria lecture. I headed to the hall with plenty of time to spare and saw Maho Hiajo coming from the staff room. She was with a very tall foreigner. Was that Alexis Leskinen? It didn't seem like an American name, but maybe he was an immigrant like Kurisu, or at least descended from one. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the looks on their faces were so serious that I couldn't help but listen. Since they were both speaking in English, I could barely make out any of it, but I could tell from their voices that it wasn't a pleasant chat. Legendary it took me a second to get what you were talking about. I was like, singer? What are you talking about? Yes. Oh no! Wait, did I just hear the word makise? I hated the fact that I couldn't speak English. What are you talking about, Mr. Mad Scientist? So cool! You speak perfect English, Okabe. What are you talking about? If I'd known this was going to happen, I would have gone to an English school. I was considering showing it again at the beginning, but I was like, no, that... I believe it or not, I was like, that would ruin the vibe of this, and then immediately ruined it anyway, so it didn't matter. But, actually, best English. So cool. The two of them walked into the waiting room for lecturers. It was located right next to the UPX theater. I put together the few fragments I was able to understand. Fire at Kurisu's house. Mrs. Makise is all right. Robbery. The police called off the investigation. Why was the FBI there? It doesn't make sense. I think that's what they were saying. Kurisu's house? Do they mean where she lived in America? Her mother should still live in America. Is that where the fire was? And then words like robbery and the investigation was called off. I really wanted to know more. That was really awkward. That was really awkward, but it was worth it in the end. I will admit it was worth it in the end. I stood there and worried until it was time for the lecture to begin. That's the same word. With nothing else to do, I went inside the theater. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Maybe that'll help my big fat tongue being unable to read. I could tell earlier by looking at the size of the crowds going inside, but it was a very high energy crowd. The atmosphere was clearly different than Izaki's seminar, which was mostly students there for credit. The place was nearly full with the crowd of scientists and people who wanted to learn about cutting-edge technology. That is what we call confirmation bias, but carry on. Victor Condria's researchers had published a slate of papers in Science recently, and had gotten a lot of media attention. Maybe that was why. Were there any empty seats? I found a single open seat at the edge. I found a single empty seat at the edge. I definitely pressed the button, right? But when I looked at who was sitting next to it, I moaned. What, that doesn't seem right, right? Like, that's... Like, again, it's not Chaos Child levels of incompetence as far as the, but like, so, and as a result of that, I will laugh when the occasional, like, error pops up. This isn't correct, right? There's no way this is well done, Science Adventure. Good job. That's really funny. So, were there any empty seats? 2, apparently, because he found a single open seat and a single empty seat, both at the edge. Oh my god, okay. He did great. 10 out of 10. You again? You again? Moeka Kiryu was there. She was speaking to no one, just typing endlessly into her phone. I'd once named her Shining Finger because of her incredible typing speed, and she was as fast as ever. Who is she talking to? I didn't even want to imagine. I quickly turned away and looked for another seat. Dr. Leskinen reached the podium about almost the exact instant I sat down. Luckily, there were 2 to choose from because he found an open and empty seat. Alright, I'm done. I'm moving on. There was a huge wave of applause. But when they saw the tiny little girl come up next to him, the applause faded into confused murmurs. Dude, I love this track. Maho must have expected this. Her expression didn't change in the slightest as she stood next to the professor. In fact, when she took the microphone from the professor and looked around the theater, she looked like she belonged there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
First, Dr. Leskinen began to speak in English. Yeah, dude, Steins Gate Zero almost, like, it's, I'm not gonna say it has a better soundtrack than Steins Gate, because some of the songs are like my favorites, and then I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's incredible. When he made eye contact with Maho, she began to interpret.
Thank you for attending
皆
this
さん
seminar.
本日は私のセミナーに集まってくださって感謝します
I am Alexis Leskinen
ビクトル・コンドリア大学脳科学研究所の
I
ア
specialize
レ
in
クシス・
brain
レスキネンで
signal
す
processing systems and
専門は
artificial
脳
intelligence.
信号処理システムおよび人工知能理論になります
Dude, I love. Well, yeah. I mean, the anime basically. I don't think the anime had any original songs, unless I might be wrong about that. I'm not gonna go on record on that, but I think all the music in the anime was just like different. What's the word? Like just tracks from the visual novel. And then, yeah, and the visual novel has some songs that didn't get into the anime, like Technovision, the best song. That's not true, but it's really good. I think there were some like remixed versions. Like I think what I'm saying is like there was nothing like in the anime that was not actively in the visual novel, like the reverse of that thing I said earlier. My brain just flatlined just now. That was crazy. It's hot. It's because I swear it's the heat. I'm not dumb. Yeah, like the yeah. Anyways, I love that you can hear him talking, like the text is like her interpretation, but you can literally hear him speaking in English. It's very it's trippy.
そして私は助手のヒアジョウ真帆です同じく脳科学研究所で教授の指導に沿って研究をしていますよろしく
The audience started murmuring again. That was the same way I responded when I met her. Well, that'll happen, yeah.
Now, without further ado,
では
I'd
早
like
速
to
ですが
introduce some of
私たち
our
の最先端
cutting-edge
研究の
research.
一端をご紹介します
I know today's theme is
テーマは
revolution in
人
artificial
工知能
intelligence.
革命と
But I
しまし
think
たが
you'll find this
これ
research
からデモン
will
ストレー
exceed
ションする
your
システム
wildest
は
expectations.
おそらく皆さんの想像を超えたものではないかと思っています。
Dr. Leskinen stood in front of the laptop that had been placed on the podium and started to type. You know what sucks is like this story is really cool. I love the story and I love how much the concept of AI is used. The phrase AI has lost so much value because of just the modern like. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. The phrase AI kind of just pisses me off nowadays. Like it's great in the context of this story, but like. Oh, I'm so sick of fucking AI in real life. Right, it drives me fucking nuts. Just stop it, people. Dude, yeah. Like the voice, I think that is, like the music is my favorite thing about these games. Is the music. And then, honestly, I think right under that is the voice acting. Is like, it's so good. Like every character is so good, and then probably tied with like the story. Obviously the story is like incredible, but I would say the music is the best part of these games for me, because I'm just, when it comes to literally any video game, and you know what, this applies to movies and shows too. Music, if the music sucks, I literally can't enjoy it. I don't care how good the game is, I don't care how interesting the story is. If the music sucks, I can't enjoy it. I literally can't enjoy it. And then in reverse, I also like, if the music is really good, I will tolerate a lot more. I will tolerate a much worse game if the music is good. Fortunately, these are the best, so, in all aspects.
このパソコンですが、研究所のスーパーコンピューターの一つと接続されています。
Yeah, for me it's, yeah. And that's fair. I honestly, that I could see that being the case for most people, but for me, it's definitely the music. Like, I will tolerate a subpar story if the music is killer, but I will not tolerate subpar music even if the story is killer.
ああ、まだプロジェクターには映さないで。
One of the staffers was about to display the laptop's screen on the front projector. Some kind of important program must have been booting up because Maho Hyajo stopped them.
Sorry, this is all
す
still
み
in
ません、
development.
まだ開発
We
途中
haven't
なんで
had
す。
time to develop much of
That's
your
fine.
非
idea.
常に美的センスのないプログラムが画面いっぱいに溢れ返っています。
Honestly, I'm a
こんな
little
チープな
embarrassed
プログラ
by
ムを
all
見ら
this
れるのは
computer
恥ず
gear.
かしい。
I almost feel
裸を
like
見られるようにも
naked here.
ね。
Any engineers out there?
この中にエンジニアの方がいるなら理解していただけますよね。
Oh, he's so funny. That's true. Yeah, that's fair. I often think about like if I had more talent when it came if I had more talent, I probably would have like pursued some kind of musical pursuit, but I've tried to learn instruments. My brain can't work that way. But I am merely a enjoyer of music. I cannot, as much as I would love to, I cannot make it. Some of the audience got the professor's joke and laughed.
Anyway, while this finishes
起動するまでの間、
I'll give you a
That's good.
quick
この
overview
シス
of
テ
our
ム
system.
全体の概略を説明しましょう。
There was another projector in the center of the stage. A diagram appeared on its screen. At the top of the diagram was a Japanese translation for the general audience. An analysis. Oh, good. I was about to say, I don't know what that says. An analysis of the neural pulse signals relating to memories stored in the temporal lobe. I'm gonna neural pulse. An electrical signal that travels through human nerve cells. It's used to quickly spread information between cells. Yeah. No, that's fair. Most of my time is spent like, I don't know. I have such low self-esteem that I can't like it's hard for me to try to accomplish things. And so a lot of my time is spent enjoying things. You know, I'll watch TV, I'll play video games. I'm pretty happy with how this whole situation is going. You know, I wouldn't call myself successful in any semblance of the word, but I enjoy it, and I do feel like I'm doing something, as opposed to, you know, when I'm playing video games, I don't really feel like I'm being productive. When I'm doing this, I feel like I'm being productive right now. But yeah, and as far as my art goes, like I that one's just pure, like, I like doing it. I know that I'll probably never get better. I'll never get to the point where, like, I'm like, yeah, I'm where I want to be when it comes to my skills as an artist, just because of my dysgraphia. But at the end of the day, I like doing it, so I still do it. Yeah, it technically, yes, but it just sucks. I can't. But the important part is that it's fun. So yeah, I kind of gave up on the idea of being like a quote unquote artist. I draw, I make stuff sometimes if I feel like it. But I will probably never be like an artist as the thing that I am. A streamer, on the other hand, I think I'm doing pretty good at that. I think I'm doing all right. Solid 4 out of 10. I appreciate that. Yeah, that is one that I was happy with. And the Kirby's turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the Kirby's. Yeah, the Kirby's they're pretty simple, but still. Thank you for specifying they unironically don't look too bad. If you had said they ironically look bad or don't look bad, I would have felt bad. I'm kidding. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get to you playing Steins Gate now. I think we talked about this. I can't take compliments. I can't do it. My brain is like, oh, someone's saying something nice about me. Oh, deflect. Something else. Look, puppy. Isn't he cute? Boop 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 boop. Like a fucking toddler. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and I know I'm not the only one. Like, I'm never under the impression that I'm the only one with these issues, but it's, you know, it's my cross to bear, and I will bear it. I'll get over it eventually, probably, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Anyways, Steins Gate. I knew that title well. In fact, I was sure I could never forget it. It was the title of an essay written by a 17-year-old genius and published in Science. I think I'm equally to blame, don't worry about it. She had completely analyzed the nerve impulse patterns that govern human memory and used that to digitize the memories themselves into data. And she had used that to invent the time leap machine right in front of my eyes. Though none of that had actually happened anymore.
We've actually been featured in a
サ
few
イエンス
journals
誌に掲
recently,
載されたので
so some of you
ご存知
may
の方も
already
い
be
るでしょう
familiar with the project. It was proposed by a very talented
これは
Japanese member of our
私
team.
たちのチームにいた天才的な日本人研究者によって提唱され完成されたものです。
Human memories are stored
人 間
in
の
the
記憶
cerebral
は
cortex,
大
particularly
脳
in
皮
the
質
temporal lobe,
とりわ
a
け
little like flash
側
memory.
頭葉に記録されます。いわゆるフラッシュメモリみたいなもの。
The part of the temporal lobe
そ
that
のメモ
controls
リ
the
に記
writing
憶を
and
書き
reading
込んだ
of
り
memories is
読み出したりするのが
artificial
側頭葉にある海馬傍回という部位になります。
Yeah, I'm trying desperately to keep my face without, like, keep my face nice and dry. Definitely not weeping. Dr. Leskinen pointed to the diagrams of the brain and hippocampus on the screen.
The brain works by transmitting
脳は
electrical signals between
ニューロン
cells
と呼ばれる
called
細
neurons.
胞の間を電気信号が伝わっていくことで働いています。
You're not wrong.
What we call memories are
記
just
憶
those
というのも
electrical signals
実
and
は
they are
こう
controlled
いっ
by
た
the
電気信号の
artificial
伝わりの一つなのです。その働きを制御しているのが海馬傍回と言ってもいいでしょう。
In other words,
つまり
electrical signals passing
電
through
気
the
信号が
parental
海馬
controllers
傍
is
回を
what
出
creates
入りする
memories.
ことで記憶は作られていくんですね。
That was a foundation for
そこで
Chris Marquez.
マキセ・クリスはこの論文を書いた日本人研究者です。
And excuse me, I mean, Ms. Makise, one of our
マキセ
research
研
assistants.
究員は考えました。
I'm probably gonna do what I did. I don't remember exactly what all the like paths are, so I'm probably gonna do what I did when I first played it, which is just go and like do things like, because if I remember correctly, there's like the points of interaction where it's like clear there's a choice to be made are pretty well telegraphed, and so I think I'm just gonna like go and just do what I feel like doing until I get to a point where I'm not sure how to progress, and then I'll look something up, yeah, like I normally do. But yeah, I'm probably gonna like go for all the stuffs. All right, hold your scream until we get there. There's probably a couple moments where I'm gonna lose it.
You see here, electrical signals, signal patterns. Their
海馬
several
傍
properties.
回を通る電気信号が電気信号のパターンと大脳皮質の
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Shush, shush, shush. No spoilies. I don't know why. I don't know why it matters. Maho started to have trouble with her interpreting. She was getting confused. No matter how good you were with languages, interpreting for a long period of time had to be difficult. I had once read an article on the internet that said even a professional can't do it for more than 20 minutes. International conferences and live broadcasts from overseas were actually handled by a team of people switching off. Or maybe... Was she having trouble because Kurisu's name came up? Dr. Leskinen saw that she was having trouble and cut himself off.
すみません。
Ms. Makise, focus on the patterns
マキセ
entering
研
and
究員
exiting
は
the parahippocampal
海馬
cells.
傍回を出入りする電気信号のパターンに着目しました。
By analyzing those patterns,
そのパタ
she was
ーンが
able to gather data on these
大脳
memories
皮
and the
質の
cerebral cortex
どの
they
記憶と
corresponded
対
to.
応しているのか解析を行って
It's
完
true.
全なデータを得たのです。
No, you're fine.
This data allows her to
これ
take
に
the
よって
channel memory signals
記憶と
and
いう曖昧でアナログなものを
convert them into a digital combination of
電気信号の
electrical
パターンの
signals
組み合わせというデジタルなものに変換する基礎理論が確立されたのです。
Ms. Makise published her
こ
research
れ
in
が
several journals.
サイエンス誌に掲載された彼女の論文です。
And now, based on her theory,
そして現
our
在
team has developed a
私
system
た
for
ちの
storing
チー
human
ムは
memories as digital
その
data.
理論をもとに人間の記憶をデジタルデータとして取得するシステムを開発しています。
Yeah, true. Right, that's why I said it probably does. I'm just being goofy. Dude, Alpaca Man is so great. The fact that like the story featuring Alpaca Man is one of the most like soul-crushingly heartbreaking in that game. Like that's how you know they got some pretty good writers down there at Steins Gate headquarters. Like fucking out, you're like, yeah, Alpaca Man, and by the end of it, you are weeping horrible tears. A wave of whispers swept across the theater.
In other words,
それはすなわち
this system allows human memories
人間
to
の
be
記
stored
憶を
and
コン
accessed
ピュー
on
ターに保
computers.
存しそれを活用するシステムということになります。
The whispers turned into a low roar. I see. So even after her death, Kurisu's research was being carried on. Of course, maybe it was natural that it would be. That was the basic theory for time leaping, which I had proved myself, even if I could never prove it to anyone else, in the Alpha World line. No alpaca man. My heart. My memories had been turned into data and stored on a computer. There was no doubt about that. And what Dr. Leskinen was talking about right now was the basic technology required for that process.
At present, we are
現在
attempting to apply this
私
research
たち
to
が
two
行っ
major
ている
projects.
プロジェクト
The
は
first is
主
medical
に
tracking.
2つです。1つは医療分野への応用です。
It is crazy to think about the fact that like they're like she died and they're like trying desperately to like piece her research together to, you know, finish what she started. Meanwhile, in the Alpha World line, they have the idea to like, hey, why don't we digitize memories and send them back, you know, by using this you know, theory I had over in America. And then she just did it in like 3 days. She just built it. It's like that scene in fucking Iron Man where it's like, Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. She built it basically in a cave with a box of scraps. What the, like, man, she's good. That is my point. Thank you. That was my that was my Jeff Bridges. Thank you. I appreciate that. I haven't seen that movie. I don't even know if that's an accurate voice, but that's how I remember it. Just remember. Did you ever see that movie? Did you watch Iron Man? It's a good movie. Accurate. Thank you. I'm glad I did it. Future games are just Okabe AI. I'd be down for some Okabe AI. Gotcha. Yeah, those are good movies. Well, the early ones are. I'm done with them now, but lost interest after a while. Anyways, more important. Okadoos? What? I'm not sure what you're trying to say now. Okay. Oh, got it. Figured it out. I know I got it. Okadeus. Got it. I was so confused. I was like, what are you trying to say? Got it. Okay. Anyways. The slide on the projector changed.
For this application, we've
こ
been
ちらは
cooperating with the
精神生理
Physiological
学研
Psychology
究所
Research
と
Institute.
共同で行っているプロジェクトです。
By passing data from a computer
コ
through
ン
the
ピューターに
programming
保
of a
存した
JAWS,
記憶データを
we can rewrite memories
解剖
to
妨害
the
を
original
通して再び元の脳に書き戻すというもので、
Incredible!
Someone who looked like a grad student in the front row shouted. Dr. Leskinen didn't seem particularly put off by the interruption. Maho continued her interruption. Interpretation.
You don't believe it? I know how you feel.
信じがた
I'd
い
be thinking
で
the
す
same
か。
thing if I were you.
その気持ちは理解できます。私も皆さんの立場であればそう言ったでしょう。
You might say, holy cow! I can't get over this shit. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is driving me nuts. I don't want to reach up for the camera again. I'm just gonna do it here. What if I just like, that's better, I guess. All right. Arguably worse? I'm trying. Just trying to get it freaking centered. Okay. Okay. There. I'm gonna put it here. Oh my god! Stop! Stop! All right. I'm gonna leave it there. It's there. That's how it is now. Moving on. Like that's the thing. Mine doesn't have a zoom, but or the camera doesn't have a zoom, so I have to do some weird like backwoods editing to get to get it so I'm not like fucking tiny in the box. Looks very nice. Thank you. Okay, we're good. Gotcha. Holy cow! All right, I'm done.
But let me just ask you.
しかし
Can you image
この
the
研究に
incredible
私たちは
applications of
手応
this
えを感
technology?
じています。これが実用化できればどんなに素晴らしいことでしょう。
I promise I'm only gonna do that another 10,000 times throughout this playthrough. You and breaking into my home. That is your go-to, huh?
We could treat memory loss
例えば
independently or
老化による記憶障害
that currently have
あと
no
はアルツハイマーなどそうしたものへの対処療法が期待できます。
Could you imagine if we could actually do this and like there was like we could like basically make a backup of our memories, be like, you know what, I really need to remember. I would do that every fucking day. I'd be like, all right, I'm setting this thing, I put the remote here, I'm gonna forget I put it there, I'm gonna press a button, boom, backup, and then 2 hours later I'm like, where the fuck is the remote? Oh right, download, there it is. Dude, that would be sick. I would love that. Unfortunately, like that's not the type of shit people are working on right now. No, the shit people are focusing on right now is making it AI so it can draw hands better. Ooh, sorry, I'm still salty about fucking AI. No, the whole what we're focused on with AI is trying to make it better at just stealing shit. That's all it does. Anyways, sorry. Symptomatic therapy. What? Tell me about it. Treatment intended not to cure the cause of a disease, but to alleviate its symptoms and relieve pain. Painkillers fever reducers are examples of symptomatic therapy. Dude, it's one of the worst. Oh my god, don't even get me started on fucking AI writing. I can't stand this shit. Off the topic of AI, this shit reminds me of when I was a kid. Like I said, I have dysgraphia, and that's something that really sucks when you're a kid, because school, that's like one of the main things you need to do in school is write, you know, with a pencil and shit, you need to write. That's like a big thing in school. And so when you're like, it became very apparent when it comes to the dysgraphia, there's no cure for dysgraphia. No one gives a shit about dysgraphia. If you were like, I have dysgraphia and I want to know how to deal with it, the answer, in case, for anyone with a dysgraphia out there, I hate to tell you, the answer is, just don't do it, stupid. Just don't write. You know, use voice to text and literally just don't do the thing you can't do, stupid. We're not gonna bother helping you. It made me so mad when I realized that there was no actual like treatment or anything. It was literally just, we'll just don't do it. It's like, well, but what if I like drawing and want to draw and want to like, you know, get better at my handwriting, and well, fuck you is the answer. Go fuck yourself. So that's awful. It pretty much it's awful. I just wish, and like to be fair, it's not like there's much else there to do, right? There's no treatment for it. You just kind of have to deal with it, but yeah, sucks. Yeah. I get very, listen, I guess that's one of my trigger points. I get a little heated when it comes to my dysgraphia. I don't like it. I wish I didn't have it. It's the same thing with glasses. I wish I didn't wear glasses. There's a lot of things about myself I don't like. Crazy. Anyways, yeah, AI, the idea of writing contests, like AI in contests, makes me actually like disgusted. That's vile. I hate that's awful. Anyway, Steins game. I swear I'm gonna get through the fucking... It's been an hour and a half. How... Good lord. Okay.
Anyone's memories could be
患者の記憶を
backed up
データ
as
として
digital
自動
data.
的にバックアップしていくのです。
Even if a memory is
記
lost,
憶が失われたとしても、
every time it's possible to
その都度
access
PC にアクセ
and
スし、
reinstall data in
脳
the
内に
brain.
データを再インストールすることが可能です。
That's fucking sick. I would love that.
We could halt the progress of
それ
senility
によっ
and
て
dementia.
忘却の進行を食い止められるのではない
Can
か。
accomplish.
私たちはそう考えています。
Big agree.
Eventually, it would be
最
possible
終
to
的に
directly
は
and continuously
海馬傍回
access
から
data stored on
PC
the
内の
computer
記憶
to
データ
the
に常時
target
アクセス
controllers.
できるようになるでしょう。
So if the brain were to lose
そうすれ
significant
ば
functionality,
脳
say
機能が
through brain
失われた
damage
状
or
態、
atrophy,
例えば脳が激しく損傷したり萎縮してしまった場合などですが、
the system would essentially
そのような状態でも
take up the slack of whatever part of the
変わら
brain
ず
was
脳
failing.
機能を維持できます。
Think of it like an
あたか
external
も
hard drive.
外部ストレージと同じように。
A strange feeling gripped the hall. Part of it was shock and the feeling that they were witnessing the announcement of an incredible technology. Part of it was skepticism that a system like this could ever actually work. Part of it was revulsion at the idea of playing around with the human brain like that. And excitement born of all these things passed from one member of the crowd to another. Dr. Leskinen raised his hand to encourage questioners.
I'm seeing some of you have questions.
どうやら
before we
2
move
つ目
to
の
our
プロ
second
ジェクト
project.
をお話しする前に質問を受け付けないといけないようですね。
I'll answer as many as I can. Go
で
ahead.
きる範囲でお答えします。どうぞ。
Many hands were raised. Yeah. I could tell that there was a wide age range of people interested. Both young and old were raising their hands. Yeah. I'm still like I'll admit I still have not rewatched that movie yet. I meant to. I have not. I can't find it. I need to find where I can watch it. But I'm still the thing with Anonymous Code. I still like. I'm trying to figure out the thing, like how it connects. It still feels like such a fucking. I don't have to imagine. I don't have it. It feel like it was that game still haunts my brain. That game still like torments me. Cause like there were so many answers, but like it opened up so many more like things where I'm just like again the main thing is the fucking superpositioned world lines. What the fuck is up with that? And I like the world, honestly, if anything, that's more of a crazy thing to me than the world layers, right? Because they implied something was weird with the world lines in Dash, Robotics Notes Dash, but yeah, exactly. They implied something weird was going on with the world lines in Dash, but they never really like specified what it was. It was just like it was trembling, right? The world line trembles, but we don't know what the fuck that means. And then in Anonymous Code we find out what that means, which is like there's literally a superposition between two world lines. Like how does that work? What does it mean? I have to know. Tell me, Steins. Anyways, back to this game. God damn it, I keep getting fucking distracted. Dr. Leskinen pointed to a questioner. This was the first question. Sampling would be required when digitizing analog memories. Does that mean any information would be lost? The professor nodded as he listened to the question in Japanese and began to respond in English when the speaker finished. Maybe he was able to understand Japanese, if not speak it.
Let me reflect
そ
that.
の質問を言い換えると、
That would be interesting. I just don't understand how, because it's not two world lines. It's a superposition. They're both literally, it's one world line that is both those world lines at the same time. but what is that? How does that work? Like, what does that imply? I'm not big brain enough to understand what that even means. Like, it would be, I don't know. I need water.
オーケストラの生演奏を WAV のデータに保存する際、生演奏のすべてを完璧に記録することはできないと。確かにその懸念はあります。現在の研究で最も困難な問題の一つです。
Interesting. Yeah, I can't even begin to like speculate as to what the deal with that game is going to be.
脳内のネットワークが神経伝達物質のオンオフだけで、つまり二進数的にデータのやり取りをしているのであれば簡単な問題でした。
That's interesting, yeah.
それはデジタルデータと同じことだからです。しかし実際には伝達物質や電気信号は脳内でアナログ的に変化することが分かっています。この問題に関しては今のところより高いサンプリングレートでデータをサンプルする方法しか手段を持っていません。音楽の話で言えば 44.1kHz よりも 48kHz、 48kHz よりも 96kHz でサンプリングするといった具合です。それによってデジタルでありながらアナログデータに近い情報を得ようとしています。
Little by little, the mood in the room was turning to disappointment. People were beginning to wonder if this was just a pretty theory that wouldn't work in reality. Understand these words? I think I understand most. Yeah, I know it. I understand the analogy here with the sampling. Kilohertz. I think I'm following. I think I'm following the concept. More questions came. All the questions were skeptical of the professor's theory, and many of them seemed to be outright challenging him. I started to get upset. This was Dr. Leskinen's research, but it was also Kurisu's. I knew better than anyone that it worked, and the sight of so many people refusing to give it a chance infuriated me. Were these people really scientists? I tried to keep myself under control and looked back towards the podium. Was she mad? She certainly looked disappointed. Dr. Leskinen was very polite with the rude questioners, acknowledging the problems with the theory. She was very different. Her anger was starting to seep into her interpreting too. I felt a kind of kinship with her. The question and answer session continued.
そもそもこれは医学的に無謀でしょう。
Yeah.
デジタルデータを脳に書き戻すなんて絶対に不可能だ。正気の沙汰ではない。サイエンス誌に掲載されたあの論文も読みましたが、にわかには信じられない。ましてや、筆頭著者が若干17歳の女性だったとあっては。
Ooh. That was the one thing I couldn't ignore.
あなたね。
Let's go! Let's fucking go. If only for a moment he has been awakened.
Huh?
Oh my god, I love Maho so much. Okay, you know what? I know I said... No, I still stand by what I said. Luca is still my spirit animal. Maho is my secondary spirit animal. Like... She's just so... Oh my god, I love it so much. The two people on the stage and the entire audience all turned toward me at once. That is...
何がわかるって言うんだ。
That is the most flattering thing you've ever said. Thank you. I love that. Oh my goodness gracious. I wish my hair was as glorious as Maho's. Like, when it comes to quote unquote best girl, it's hard to say. I think, like, it's easy. Maho, she's just the best. She's just the best. Like, she's not in the first one. She's not in the running. But like, once we get to 0, it's not even a fucking question. Like, Maho's just the best. Even I checked the fucking the like Steam points shop. You know what cracks me up? I was looking at the Steam points shop for Steins Gate 0. I don't know about exactly like hers. I think I'm a little more well, no, I guess she I mean, I'm flattered by that comparison. I certainly wish I was as smart as her. Hold on. Like, it cracked me up because I was looking at the Steam points shop for Steins Gate 0 because I like I said I bought it even though I have it on PlayStation because I wanted to play it on the computer. But there's the little stuff in the point shop, and one of them is fucking. It's like an emoticon of Maho, and it's literally it just says best girl, and I'm like, okay, so clearly whoever wrote that had a bias, but also they're not wrong. That's the thing. I just love that. It literally, like, in the fucking on the Steam page, whoever is in charge of making the fucking stuff, they know the score. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, exactly. You can't just say shit's impossible. That's ridiculous. Well, have you tried it?
最初は無理だと思われてた技術なんてこの世にいくらでもあるじゃないか。
That's just my stream. I think that's just how my streams are gonna go. That's just I can't just ended at I can't.
でもそれを克服した研究者がいたからこそ今があるんだろう。
Look at this man. Look at this man. Oh, is it a different button now? Hold on. I was gonna go full screen, but config. Where can I just want to see where setup menu. No. I just want to see the controls, goddammit. Like the buttons and shit. Help. Okay, here we go. First skip, trigger, skip mode, high tech. Why is it backspace? That's weird. There. I just want to look at this man. Look at his power of this man. All right.
ただ批判するだけじゃ何も生まれない。
The whole theater went silent, but I didn't regret standing up.
あなた。
On the stage, Maho Hyajo was staring at me in shock. That's awesome. And as for Dr. Leskinen, I think mine was an Okabe for a while. I saw a flash of white teeth as our eyes met.
Awesome. He's very something.
Awesome. He started to applaud. Why was he applauding? That just makes things embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed, Okabe. It's not like you did anything silly, like you claim your name as like Hoin Kyoma or like called yourself an insane mad scientist or some crazy shit like that. Oh, wait.
素晴らしい。彼はなかなか大したやつだ。ですって。
Maho translated the professor's words for me to hear.
Nonetheless, a scientist
た
must
だし
always remain composed.
科学者たるもの常に冷静でなければいけない。
The only time when it is
大声
possible
で怒鳴
to
って
shout
いい
is
のは
when your
実験
experiment
が
is a
成功
success
した
and you
時
say,
の
"We did it,"
We did it
I like how she translated "we did it" as "we did it."
and that should be enough.
それだけで十分だそうですよ。
すみません。
I lowered my head and sat down. I thought I was calm, but I guess I would let my emotions get away from me. I hadn't grown up at all in this past 6 months. If Kurisu were here, she'd make fun of me again. I could feel the rest of the audience staring at me coldly. It hurt. If I could have left, I would have wanted to, but I was too interested in hearing the rest of Dr. Leskinen's talk to move.
And anyway, moving on.
それでは皆さん、そろそろ次に。
Oh, first, a round of
で
applause,
も
please, for
そ
our
の
great
前
friend.
に勇敢な彼に拍手をお願いします。
Oh my god. Oh no. Please, no. No. Fuck
Unlike him,
this.
what
彼
was
のような
scientific
挑
progress
戦者こそが
and up the
科学を
world
進歩させ
remarkable theories.
あっと驚くような理論を作り上げるのです。
No. Don't do this. Do not do this to people.
He may even become the third
彼なら
Einstein.
きっと第3のアインシュタインになれるかもしれませんね。
Einstein. That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
The second Einstein, of course,
ちなみに
demised rightly, was
第
an
2のアイン
assistant
シュ
Jew.
タインはここにいるちょっと小うるさい私の助手。
Damn.
変なこと言うのはやめてください、教授。
The audience chuckled. Sheesh.
さて、ここで私はしばらく通訳をお休みさせていただきます。
Einstein, the second and the third.
これから
Let us
私よりも優秀な通訳が登場します。
onward to the realm of science.
これが私たちのチームが今最も力を入れている2つ目のプロジェクト。アマデウスシステムです。
When she finished speaking, Maho walked to the back of the stage. At Dr. Leskinen's signal, the PC screen was displayed on the projector. That's true. Like, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of, like, he's not a genius, but he's also not dumb. Like, he made the fucking phone, like, I guess he and Daru, but he made the phone wave. Like, they did that. Granted, it was completely by accident, but still, you can't do that if you're dumb. Even by accident. he's a smart cookie. Doctor! That might be one of my favorite, like... Oh, speaking of great sound clips, I got it. I'm curious if you know what I'm referring to, but I got it. Are you prepared? I don't know if you're prepared. I have it ready. Are you ready? It begins. I now have that on standby. As well as I also got I couldn't decide which one I liked more. What did I do? I saved the world is what I did. I also saved 3 of these. I couldn't decide which one I liked more, but I got 3 different hellos.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Just getting increasingly more annoyed. Anyways, that's the most recent additions to my collection of Steins Gate sound files. I do need to grab one of Okabe's screaming doctor. I agree. I'm trying to think, like, in my mind, I've always like, when it comes to like catchphrases, quote unquote, like obviously Mayuri has her tuturu, Suzuha has her okie dokie, And then Okabe has Elsai Kongru, duh. But I'm trying to think, like, what would other characters' catchphrases be? Like, it doesn't even, because in my mind, it doesn't even necessarily have to be something they say a lot. It's just like what's the most, like, notable thing they say? And so I was thinking about that the other day, and I was thinking, like, so for Daru, I think Daru would probably be like the fucking Moe Moe Kyun thing. I don't want to do it in the voice because I'll never survive. But I think that would be his thing. Like, okay, well, and that's the thing. He also says okie dokie, but that's definitely more of a Suzuha thing. Kurisu, for me, it's the hello. Hello. It's just so funny. I don't know what Luca's would be. Oh, why? He does say that a lot. Oh no, for Daru it would be Kitakure. I lied. He says that a lot. That would probably be his thing. And then Luca, I got nothing. There's not, like, I can't really think of anything he really says. Like, he's just got that tone. He doesn't really have like a phrase or anything he says. Ferris would be, I think Ferris is Ferris. She says that a lot. Shy greeting, yeah, true. Nyan, like, the Nyan is too easy. We did like the Ferris is Ferris Nyan. She says that a lot. Whenever people try to find out her true name, it's Ferris is Ferris Nyan. And then, yeah, and then that's all of them. Anyways, oh, Moeka. This is Moeka's catchphrase. That's her catchphrase. Anyway, all right, once again, I'm gonna go back to the video, back to the game. I heard a voice.
皆さん、初めてお目にかかります。
The murmuring got louder than before, but it felt more uncertain than surprised. On the screen, I could see a detailed 3D model of Maho, the girl who'd just been interpreting.
ちなみにこれは映画などで有名なドリンクワークススタジオに作成してもらったモデルです。
I keep reading that word as interrupting. It's interpreting. Drinkworks? Oh my god, DreamWorks. No, it all comes back to Shrek. I knew it. I knew it would come back to Shrek one of these days. DrinkWorks, an American CG movie production company from DrinkWorks. Oh my god, it's not. He's not. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. Nope, you are incorrect. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that I now, like, my stream, I have a running bit here. I didn't mean for it to happen, but I think the great Puss in Boots debate is now officially a running gag on this channel, on this stream. It is, and it truly will never end, will it? Anyways, the fact that the fucking DrinkWorks. Fucking DrinkWorks. It's ridiculous. Maho Hyajo chimed in from the back of the stage.
声については、私のボイスサンプルをデータベースにして、日本の山名が作ってくれました。
The fact that of all the things we've talked about, that's the thing that gets, like, that gets brought up again constantly is... I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind it. It's very, very funny to me at this point. I have a bit. I have a running bit on my show. My show. What? It's true. I can't remember exactly. Do you remember which stream that was? I wish I could remember which. I want to find it, but I don't want to watch the whole fucking thing again. Maybe someday. This was CG? It sure looked real to me. The professor said something into the laptop's microphone. Second Michi. Oh, gotcha. I'll go back and find it one of these days. And then the 3D model on Maho Hyajo on the oh my god. All right, pretend the last 5 seconds didn't happen. And then the 3D model of Maho Hyajo on the screen opened its mouth.
私はヒヤジョウ真帆です。正確に言うなら、78時間22分前のヒヤジョウ真帆から派生した存在ということになります。
If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear something slightly off. But it sounded far more human than any artificial voice I'd ever heard.
先ほどから皆さんの質問を聞かせていただいていました。教授はどうして私を早く紹介しないのかと、とてももどかしく思っていましたよ。
Right, yeah, we'll get distracted and talk about how Puss in Boots is definitely not an original character from Shrek for the 100th time. It's true.
以前から感じていましたが、どうも教授は人が悪いようですね。まったくだわ。
The Maho Hyajo on the screen spoke with a slightly irritated expression. I don't know, she looks pretty chill to me. Definitely, no, that's completely untrue. And the Maho Hyajo by the wall nodded in agreement. Dr. Leskinen simply smiled. What was going on here? What part of this was their biggest project? The rest of the audience didn't seem to have any more of a clue than I did.
皆さんの多くは疑問に思っています。
Children. And that's exactly what we are at this point. We're toddlers on the playground yelling about which Power Ranger is the strongest.
人間の記憶をデータとして取り出したり、
Actually,
それを
no.
保存したり、さらにはそのデータを活用したり。
No, because in that case, that's subjective. This is an objective fact that Puss in Boots is not an original character from Shrek. That's just a fact. But you're wrong, though. It's the thing. Like it'd be one thing if it was just our opinions and like, oh man, no, you're just factually incorrect.
そんなことが本当に可能なのかと。それでは私は一体何でしょうか。私は78時間23分前のヒヤジョウ真帆の脳内から取り出された記憶を持ち、そのデータをベースにして動いているのです。
If that's the most correct thing you've ever said, I have some bad news for you. I have some real bad news for you because it's not. All right, let's put a pin in this, save it for later. But more importantly, I'm right. What did she just say? The professor said something else in rapid English and asked the Maho on the screen to translate it. But she, if she was the right word, hesitated and went silent. I looked at the real Maho and she was responding exactly the same way.
教授、今のは。教授、今の発言はセクシャルハラスメントとして大学に訴えてもいいでしょうか。
I've always thought about how like bizarre, like with the whole thing with the Amadeus, right? It's memory data. What an existential nightmare that must be. Like she seems pretty chill about it, but like I can't imagine how that's not a fucking existential nightmare. Like it's crazy. Dr. Leskinen laughed cheerfully and responded to her. The conversation was in quick... Oh, something fell. I don't know what it is and I don't care. A clown? Oh, a clown. It's the chillness. Yeah. Well, just imagine like, okay, because like, from the Amadeus perspective, right? You don't you're just you, right? You're just, you know, living your life, and then all of a sudden, in like just out of nowhere, you're a computer program. From the perspective of Amadeus, that's how that works. And I'm curious like how that doesn't break your mind. Like imagine you're going in, they're like, all right, we're gonna take the Amadeus sample. Like we're gonna take some of your memory data, and you're like, oh cool, all right, go ahead and take that. And then you close your eyes and you open them, and you're in a computer. I mean, I guess you know it's gonna happen, but like, it's like that thing with cloning, right? Where it's like you flip. It's like the coin flip. It's like that scene in Invincible with the twins, the like clones, where they're like you won the coin flip, because it's like that's what it is, right? You just like you're you, but you're being copied, and so it's like it's literally a coin flip whether you're going to be the one to continue on as yourself, or you're going to be the one who ends up in the computer. But I guess if you are willing to go through with this, if you're willing to like, which obviously she was, you know, she's willing to test for it. I guess you've sort of accepted that, right? Yeah. So I guess that's why. I guess it's not necessarily something that if it was something that like anyone, there was just like a bunch of Amadeuses running around, I guess it would be more of a thing. But I guess because they're, you know, they're fully aware of this concept, so and the fact that like they're, yeah, okay, I've talked myself through it. I've talked myself into the reasoning, but it's still like that's insane. I don't know if I don't know if I would I don't know if I would do that. I might. I'm not super attached to my physical reality, so I might do it. Yeah. All right, the conversation was in quick English, and over half the audience couldn't understand it. The real Maho sighed and took back the microphone. I mean, but that's the point. Like, it's you're taking a chance that the you, like, you there's gonna be two yous, and whether or not the you that remains the you, or the you that goes into the computer is the you that made the decision. Oh, my brain. The point is, there's like a chance. It's like a 50-50 as to whether or not you're the one that ends up in the computer. It's fucking, no, yeah, it's not, you're not transferred, you're copied, but from the copy's perspective, you would like be on the table having your memories copied, and then all of a sudden you're in a computer. Like that's what it would be like from the copy's perspective, right? So the real one still goes on and is the, you know, it's just like I don't know if I would, like, because what if you, I don't know if I would want to be in a computer, you know?
教授はですね、私に対して、いえ、私の記憶で動作しているこのアマデウスに対して質問に答えてごらんと言いました。
I might though.
いつ頃までパパとお風呂に入っていたかとか。
What a weird question. Yeah, I'm terrible at explaining it, but I hope I got the idea across, like what I was trying to say.
初恋はいつだったかとか、何でも答えられるだろうと。ああ、もうそれ以上通訳しなくていいわ。
That's adorable.
恥ずかしいからやめてくれないかしら。私はそういう質問には一切答えないわよ。
The professor said something else, and the Maho on the screen groaned and turned away.
クレジットカードの番号なんてもっと言えません。あと、1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色なんて覚えてるわけないです。
What was this? It was so natural I couldn't tell at first, but this was something unbelievable, wasn't it? It felt very different than a typical AI. I could tell that much. That's fair. It wasn't answering the questions it was given? And because they were embarrassing? Was it programmed to respond like that to certain questions for the purposes of this demonstration? It was possible that's all it was, but if that conversation wasn't programmed in advance, the rest of the crowd seemed to reach the same conclusion I did, and whispers started to turn into a surprised murmur.
ねえ、ちょっと。いい加減このいたずらな子供を何とかしてくれないかしら。何をしたいのか理解はできるけど、 とにかく恥ずかしいわ。
Copy of Maho was complaining to the original. It felt like I was watching a pair of twin sisters talking.
いたずらな子供ではなく、レスキネン教授が面白がってなかなか説明してくれないので、代わりに私がお話しします。
I fucking love the fact that there's just like this chunk of like AI hair in the corner. It's just like little bit. That's very funny to me. I don't know why. Maho walked back to the professor.
皆さん、もうお分かりかと思いますが、アマデウスは自分が話していいこととそうでないこと、あるいは話したいことと話したくないことを自ら判断して喋っています。私たちはアマデウスにそういったプログラムを一切施していません。
Knew it.
彼女は与えられた私の記憶からそれを独自に判断し、自律的にそういう行動をとっているのです。
Maho on screen suddenly took over for her.
そしてこれは先ほどの医療分野への応用とは方向性が真逆になってしまい、研究所内でもずっと議論が交わされていることですが、私は不必要な情報をいつの間にか忘れてしまう。というか、記憶の引き出しから出してこられなくなるのです。皆さんと同じようにです。例えば、1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色。確かにそれを知っていたはずなのに、今は思い出せません。そのような情報は生存していく上で必要がないからです。これも皆さんと同じです。このようにアマデウスは記憶のインプットやアウトプットが人間のそれと非常に近いのです。これは私たちも驚くべき結果として研究を重ねている最中で、まだ詳しくは解明されていません。
As Maho finished up, Dr. Leskinen took the microphone back. She resumed interpreting as he continued the lecture.
However, what really surprised us
さらに
that Amadeus
私たちを驚かせたのは、アマデウスが意図して嘘をつくということ。
and not as some sort of bug
何らか
or
の
glitch.
トラブルや
This
ミ
is
スではなく、
purposeful behavior.
わざとそうするのです。
Lying is really just
嘘は
another method of human
人間が
communication.
他人とコミュニケーションを取る上での一つの手法です。
Amadeus examined the memories
アマデウスも
entered and has no
インプッ
compassion
トされた
about
記憶
lying
を
to
自
solve
律的に
itself
検
or
討し、
others if it
必
deemed
要
that
であれば
action necessary.
自分や他人のために平気で嘘をつきます。教授、誤解を招くような言い方はやめてください。嘘をつくのに平気なことなんてありません。私だって両親が咎めます。
I'm so sorry, and
Dr. Leskinen cut her off. He seemed to be hesitating. Maho didn't seem especially surprised by this. Maybe she knew the reason. But the moment passed and the professor continued. And Maho translated his words like there was nothing shocking about them at all.
this has led us to some
この
interesting
ような
conclusions.
検証を続けていくことで、最終的に私たちは
For one, we believe it's possible
ア
for
マデウス
Amadeus
に
to eventually
人
possess
間
a
と
mind
同様の
functionally
魂を
identical
宿すことができるのではないかと考えています。
I was stunned. A soul? Should one of the leading brain scientists in the world really be using a word with such a vague definition?
In
That's
other
what I'm
words,
saying.
true
これこそ
artificial intelligence.
本当の意味での人工知能ということになります。
The whole hall got very quiet, and it was sheer chaos for a while after that, as everyone tried to debate their own personal theories with Dr. Leskinen at once. Party! Oh my god, why can't I? I can't. I keep getting these sneezes. Why can I never sneeze? Oh, it sucks. My nose. I always get these sneezes. I can never sneeze them. It was thanks to Izaki that I was able to get into the reception held after the ATF was over. Agreed, yeah. dude, I like just the art in general in like every Steins Gate game. Zero, I will say the art is like definitely like, I don't want to say, I guess cleaner is like the word. I don't know. I don't want to say it's better, but it's like there's something more like refined about it. It's like crisper. Like both backgrounds and like character sprites. Or portraits, I guess that would be the term. I don't know. The peoples. They told me there was a dress code, so I went all the way back to my parents' house to get a suit to change into. At first, all that effort paid off, as Izaki introduced me to some of the country's top researchers. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, this fucking party. Yeah, more vague mentions of Okabe's parents. Riken, Jaxa, IMSS? Yamana, instrument maker that was founded in the 19th century. In the 2000s, they began to develop and sell artificial voice software and DTM, desktop music, software for PCs. Neat. IMSS, a lab at the High Energy Accelerator Research Organization, KEC, located in Tsukaba, Ibaraki. It primarily works using electron accelerators to investigate the structure and properties of matter. KECW. Yeah, they have a grocery store. They're grocers. I think right. Twitch emotes. Someday I will have some glorious emotes. There will be Steins Gate, there will be Kirby's, it will be glorious. Riken, the Institute of Physical and Chemical Research, founded in 1917. It is Japan's only general natural sciences institute. Research at Riken covers a variety of fields like physics, engineering, chemistry, computational science, biology, and medicine. Its base is located in Wako City, Saitama. There are also labs in Hyogo, Kanagawa, and other locations in Japan. Riken also has research centers in America, England, and other countries. I can't wait. It's probably gonna be a wait though. I don't know. Japan Aerospace. Oh, we know about JAXA. We like JAXA. We're fans of JAXA. Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. The National Aerospace. I wish I could remember the name of the guy. Akiho's dad. I can't remember his name. The National Aerospace Agency of Japan, an independent administrative agency formed in October 2003 by uniting the Institute of Space and Aeronautical Science, ISAS, the National Aerospace Laboratory, NAL, and the National Space Development Agency, NASDA. It primarily does oh my god. I can't read, I swear. It primarily does space and aeronautical research. Its headquarters is located at the Aerospace Center in Chofu, Tokyo, and it has other space centers and observatories located all through the country, such as Usada in Nagano, Tsukada in Ibaraki, and Sagamihara in Kanagawa. It also has Japan's only 2 rocket launch pads, located in Uchinora and Tanegashima in Kagoshima. As of March 2010, it employs around 1,500 people. I love robotics notes. Yeah, agreed. But before long, Izaki ran off to suck up to some university professor, and I was left completely abandoned. Who dares blow up my phone? Taro! I can't believe you get to go to a fancy party. Die in a fire, Mr. Fancy Pants. It looks so good. There's nobody to talk to, and I'm bored. You could have helped me too, you know. I like this one. It's just all the food here looks so good. No, I will save my boop. I will save my boop for when he shows up. No, I will save my boop for when we meet him in person. No boops. No half boops. No partial boops. There will be a full boop once he shows up. All the food here looks so good. Bring me back a doggy bag. Hell no, I can't do that. You can do what you set your mind to. There's no limit but the vast blue sky. I can come get it right now if you want me to. Are you that hungry? Fine, okay, I'll get you something. But I refuse. Jealous? What the fuck are these? I love these so much. The fucking Oopa. Ow, rawr. Oh my god. I can't get, oh my god. Like, I'm gonna do this every time a new one shows up. I can't get over how fucking great these are. The Oopa one, the fucking Suzuha later. Yeah, agree. Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like they all miss the old Okabe. He was the best. So, right. They are truly partners in, not crime, science? My favorite right arm. My own personal target, Dr. Leskinen, was surrounded by a bunch of famous scientists. It didn't feel like a mere student would be of welcome. And so all I did was stand around and eat from the buffet by the wall. To be honest, I couldn't tell if the food was any good or not. That's true. They did quite literally commit several felonies. That's true. Whenever my glass got empty, a smiling waiter was always around to fill it up again, and so I found myself drinking more than I intended to. My stomach was already so full it hurt. The whole place felt like it was another world.
やっぱりこういうのには向かないわ。
That's glorious. At the exact moment I spoke, I heard a girl next to me say the exact same thing. Surprised, I looked over at her. Our eyes met.
あら、あなた。
What was a middle school girl doing here? Dude! You're not that dumb. Come on now. You are not that forgetful. I wouldn't even say they're that slight. Like, they're pretty similar in a handful of ways. And then a moment later, I realized it was Maho Hiyajo. She was wearing the exact same outfit she'd been wearing during the lecture. A lab coat in a place like this? That's just what the old me would have done.
あなたは。
Yeah, that is what the old you would have done. Maho was clearly out of place. Why? Because she was still wearing her lab coat.
なんで白衣なんです？
I couldn't help but ask.
ちゃんとした服も持ってきたつもりだったのよ。
This might be my favorite one. This might be my favorite, like, Maho portrait. She's just done. She was sure she had, but she hadn't. And that's why she was standing in the corner, trying not to attract attention.
あなた、昼間受付にいた人ね。
Dude, all these characters are like perfect for profile picture status.
岡部倫太郎です。東京電機大学の学生で伊崎ゼミで勉強してます。
I handed her one of the business cards I'd thrown together after Izaki told me I needed them. She grabbed one of her own out of a stack and carelessly put it into my hands.
いいわ。無理に丁寧に話さなくても。
That was a huge help.
珍しい名前でしょ、私。
え、ああ、誰も読めないとか言ってたっけ？
I looked at the card and saw that the pronunciation of her name was written in unusually large letters. That was probably because of how people kept screwing it up. Agree. Yeah. I mean, he's just basically like he still has the niceness that he always had. He just like doesn't bother like hiding it underneath the veil of the mad scientist through sheer depression. As someone who is also really nice, mainly because, well, not because, but like let's just say my anxiety makes me a lot less likely to create an altercation. I'm very avoidant. I'm very polite because I don't want anyone to be mad at me. And so I understand that, like, it's not always from, like, necessarily a good place. Unless it's about Puss in Boots, in which case you are incorrect, and yes. Yeah, in which case you're just wrong and I'm right. And that's fine.
沖縄ではよくある名字なんだけれどね。
沖縄出身なのか？
曽祖父と曽祖母がね、移民なのよ。私はアメリカ生まれのアメリカ育ち。
ハーフにはあんまり見えないな。クォーター？
外れ。祖父祖母父母すべて日本人よ。DNA は生粋のジャパニーズ。
へえ。
Oh my god, this is so real. And then the conversation stopped. I'm a terrible conversationalist, honestly. The old me would have gone full Chunibyo and started ranting about conspiracies and magic powers, whether the other person cared or not, but you can't really call that a conversation. I had no idea what to say to somebody I'd never met before. I'd been working at becoming a real adult, even buying and studying men's magazines, but none of it really helped. Without anything to talk about, I looked over to Dr. Leskinen. He seemed to be giving a lecture on neurons to a bunch of scientists.
今日はすまなかったな。
何が？
いや、セミナーの途中で邪魔を。
ああ、あれね。気にすることないわ。あなたが声を上げなかったら、多分私が同じことをしていたから。許せないの、ああいう人。
いいのか、そんなこと言って。教授が言ってたじゃないか。科学者たるもの、常に冷静にって。
今のは科学者としての発言じゃないわ。だから構わないのよ。
It must have really ticked her off because she grabbed a cocktail from a passing waiter and gulped it down. Her cheeks turned a pretty shade of pink for an instant, but no longer. She might have a high alcohol tolerance.
だけど、やっぱり良くないわね。反省する。ああいう批判は言い方こそ悪いけれど、それでも事実には違いないんだもの。私たちの研究がまだ無謀の域から出ていないと言われれば、確かにその通りよ。
I can't handle Maho with the sad face. Comment of choice. It's true.
そうなのか。
Calm is the last word I would use to describe either of those two.
取り組まなくてはいけない課題が山積みだわ。さっきセミナーで話した以上にね。例えば記憶データを元の脳に書き戻すことができても、それを脳が利用できなければ何の意味もないの。記憶があっても思い出せない状態、つまり記憶喪失の脳と同じになってしまう。
As Maho spoke, I remembered. I remembered all the lectures and theories that Kurisu had given me when she was making the time leap machine. Right.
確か人間が記憶にアクセスしようとするときは前頭葉から側頭葉へ信号が行くんだったよな。
ええ、トップダウン記憶検索信号ね。
だったら
And then I started to talk, remembering what Kurisu had told me about her theories as I went. When I used specialized terminology whose meanings I barely remembered, Maho would tell me what they were.
で、最後に側頭葉に記憶を書き戻す過程で、一緒にコピーした疑似パルスを前頭葉の方に送り込めば、記憶検索信号はちゃんと働くと思う。
Just casually fucking like finishing their research. Like just this random dude shows up, just casually patches the holes in their fucking. That's fair, right? Like that's a fair. Uh-oh. Well, are you back? You good? Dude, that's so funny. I mean, I guess you must be. I don't know why I asked that.
あなた、それを自分で導き出したの？
ああ、いや。
Maho looked back at the business card I'd given her.
脳科学専攻じゃないわね。ということは誰かに？それとも論文で？うん、それはないわ。まだ論文にはまとめられてなかったはず。
See, I don't know if there's a character who fits this, but my thing is I don't necessarily pick up on things quickly, but I'm able to like, I'm really good at contextual understanding. I'm able to like, if you put me in a random conversation with like someone who's way smarter than me, and we were talking about something that they knew about and I didn't really know much about, I could probably keep up with a conversation with them about that thing just by picking up on like contextual, like just sort of learning as we talk. It's one of my I call it my I call it my autism superpower. I didn't get the math thing, you know, like a lot of stereotypical, you know, autism stereotypes is like, oh, they're really good at math, right? And I was always salty that I'm like, I didn't get that one. I didn't get that power. That's my power. I call it my contextual understanding. I should come up with like a crazy Okabe name for it. Oh man, I gotta come up with like a fucking like a reading Steiner ass name for it. That's going on my, hold on, I'm literally writing that down. I'm gonna get that by next time. Typing. Special interest? Is that a thing? I mean, obviously it's a thing. Is that a bad thing? Does that have like a negative connotation? I don't I see. I'm not familiar. I see. I see. It perpetuates like a misconception. Gotcha. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I did not. I know there was like a big discourse. There's a lot of like stuff that I don't really get too much into. There was a discourse for a while about like the term autistic people, and like how there was like people who were like, that's not right, and then there were a lot of people who were like, it's accurate, and they were like, no, you should use the phrase people with autism. And it's like, as an autistic person myself, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't see the difference. It's accurate. I don't know. I mean, if you're being a dick about it, it doesn't really matter what you're calling me. Neurodivergent. Neurodivergent is like so broad. Neurodivergent is just so like that covers so many people to the point where I feel like there isn't really anyone who is genuinely neurotypical. Like, there's so many fucking things. Everybody has, like, everybody's gotta have something, right? Yeah, whatever. 'Cause, like, as long as you're not being a dick about it, you know, if you need to use I can't get over, I keep seeing the fucking viewer count go up and then back down. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm a fucking weirdo. All right. Yeah, it's just too broad. I don't like it because it's too vague. Like, I'm sure it's useful in like the medical field and like for like it just an overarching term, but I don't like it for myself because it's just too broad and vague. Anyways, Steins Gate.
何かおかしいこと言ったか俺。
そうじゃなくて、私の後輩がね、全く同じ理論を提唱していたことがあるのよ。どのスタッフもずっと懐疑的だったけど、彼女だけは絶対に証明できるって言い張っていたわ。
It's true. Like, at the very least, every single one of these people is neurodivergent at the very least.
結局実証試験に進む前に彼女はいなくなっちゃったんだけど。
それは。
Should I tell her? Should I tell her about me and Kurisu? In this world line, there's almost no connection between me and Kurisu, other than that I stabbed her, but you know, that's not important.
どうしたの？
I made up my mind. If I wanted to follow my dreams, I needed to act.
実はこの理論
It's
クリス
true.
からレクチャーされた。
今なんて？
マキセ・クリスが教えてくれたんだよ。
クリスがあなたに？いつ？どうして？
彼女がこっちに留学してた時だ。友達になってこういう話をよくした。
Of course, that was a lie. Excuse me? Kurisu and I became friends in the Alpha World line, not this one. But a small lie like this was probably okay.
そうだったの。あのクリスが。ありがとう。感謝するわ。
Oh. Her words surprised me. That was the one thing I didn't expect to hear.
何が？
彼女と友達になってくれてよ。日本に来てたった一人で勉強していてもきっとつまらなかったと思うから。
口喧嘩ばっかりだったけどな。
あの子らしいわね。絶対に負けを認めなかったでしょ。
ああ、へりくつばっかりこねていた。
Oh, dude, that was the cutest laugh, dude. All right. I feel like I'm feel like I'm getting dangerously close to like too much. You know what I mean? Like that laugh was adorable
ロボ
though.
トミー手術してあんたの前頭葉を書き出してやるぞとかよく言われたし。
No, that's what I was worried about. No. Okay, hold on. I gotta. That was insanely. Like, you can't tell me that laugh wasn't insanely adorable, right? Dude, that's so cute.
まさかそんなことクリスなら言いそうね。
I love that. She's like, she wouldn't say. No, she would definitely say that.
だろ？ちゃんと後輩の教育をしておいてほしかった。
その点に関しては認めるわ。陳謝します。
That is, you know what? To be fair, that is, I wish if only there was a tag for this. That is one thing I will say about my streams. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I like if I'm feeling emotions, I will not hold back those emotions. If I am like losing my mind over a character, it's over. Heartfelt. That's pretty vague. No, so she smiled, or so I thought, and then all of a sudden she started to cry.
どうした？
I didn't have any better ideas, so I grabbed my handkerchief. Dude, does everyone in Japan just have a fucking handkerchief? Like, I feel like a lot of these stories, you know, whether it's anime, I guess in a lot of, do people just carry handkerchiefs? Is that a thing? She didn't seem to know why she was crying herself. I guess if you went and got a suit, like, I guess, what does it come with the suit? And neither did I. I said something during the conversation that set her off?
大丈夫か？
平気よ、ごめんなさい。
She didn't take my handkerchief. Instead, she took a tissue out of her pocket and wiped her eyes.
勇敢なる大佐のアインシュタイン。
え？
勇敢なる大佐のアインシュタイン。
Fucking. Oh no! I swear I'll only do it 20,000 more times. Wow! I turned around and saw Dr. Leskinen smiling and quickly striding towards me. He grabbed my hand as he got closer. The handshake was incredibly forceful, and his hands were as big as a bear's paws. No, not just his hands. Standing in front of me, he looked even bigger than he had during the lecture. I'm pretty tall, but he was at least a head taller than me. I have no idea. I don't remember any, like...
俺、その...
I don't remember any details about the... Like, I remember the story, like, generally. I don't remember any details regarding, like, the chapters or, like, the flow. I don't fucking remember. Uh-oh. It was all so sudden that I couldn't even think of an introduction. And wait, did he just speak in Japanese?
しかし、私の助手を泣かせてしまったのは見過ごせないね。
いや、これは...
Possibly, yeah. That would make sense.
違います、教授。私が勝手に。彼は関係ないですから。
Maho and I both denied it as much as we could. But I didn't know why Maho was crying, so I couldn't come up with any excuses. I just started to panic even more.
つまりその...
クリスです。彼とクリスの話をしていたら、いろいろ感情が溢れてしまって。
クリス？
クリス？
君はクリスの友人？
それは... はい。
岡部倫太郎さん、学生だそうです。
Maho introduced me. I didn't like that sound. Dr. Leskinen had a gentle expression on his face as he gave me a slow hug. I felt like I was going to suffocate in his massive arms. Somehow, I could tell that it was his way of remembering Kurisu.
そうですか。そういうことなら、魔法。
はい？
ミスター岡部に会わせてあげたらどうかな、彼女を。
Stalkabe.
まさかアマデウスを？
ここで彼に出会った偶然、その幸運を大切にしたいじゃないか。日本にいる間、彼にテスターになってもらってもいいよ。
本気ですか？部外者なのにそんないきなり。
クリスの友人ならば部外者ではない。そうだろう？
I love how he says Chris. Like, it makes sense, but also it cracks me up. Like, I love that because, like, fucking, Mayuri called her Chris-chan. So the fact that he pronounced it, he just says Chris. He just says Chris.
ですが。
What were they talking about? I had no idea, but this was my chance to build a friendship with... Did I say friendship? Relationship with Dr. Leskinen. I didn't want to blow it.
俺、ぜひお手伝いしたいです。
ナイス！
Nice! Nice. He patted me on the shoulders and smiled. Maybe, like, it's possible. I'm not gonna deny it. I'll like, I'm trying to keep it down, but holy cow! Okay, dude, I'm not gonna make any progress if I keep isn't it? It was an innocent smile, like a child's.
じゃあ詳細は魔法に聞いてよろしく。
Another scientist was calling him, so he wandered away. All right, well now we got the sad music to counteract the cackling laughter. Whoops. Maho was shaking her head in disbelief, is what it said.
に合わせるとかテスターとか一体何の話なんだ？
コンベンションでやったデモンストレーション。アマデウスは私の記憶を使っていたんだけれど、アマデウスのデータとしてもう一人分研究者の記憶が保存してあるのよ。
Another researcher's memories? What did that mean? When I finally figured it out from Dr. Leskinen and Maho's conversation, my heart started pounding.
まさかあいつなのか？
そう。アマデウスの中にはマキセ・クリスの記憶が保存されているわ。8ヶ月前のクリスだけれどね。
Several days passed after the ATF party. 10 minutes from Ikebukuro via the express train. It's the series. It'll do that to you. And then 10 minutes by bus from a station called Wako City in Saitama. The office I was looking for was on the second floor of a building right next to Riken. Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization, Japanese Office Prep Room. That was what the plate on the door said. This is like the emptiest, like, office room ever. So basic. To get in, you needed 3 types of special keys, plus a security card.
ここは？
各国の脳科学研究者が連携をして新しい機構を作る予定なの。私たちの研究所が主導してね。
She led me inside. The office must have been newly rented. Most of the desks were still empty, showing no signs of ever having been used. Yeah, makes sense. Who goes there? The mysterious Barras! The mysterious Suketos have at last appeared in Akihabara. Nyang? What am I sending? I gotta send the one with fucking Okabe, right? Do I love that it lets me pick which fucking emoji to send? Yeah. What? You haven't heard of the ancient urban legends of Akihabara, Nyang? I know about a few of them, but the Suketos are new to me. If a group of 3 people sits at the back seat of a certain maid cafe, they appear. Or so they say, nya. Danger omelet! Dude, I love these so much. I love these fucking... I love them. Danger omelet. More danger. Danger. No one ever knew which maid cafe it was. Until now, nya. It's May Queen, nya. Danger, danger. Is everything okay? Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. Like, I would say the people who probably miss... I was gonna say who miss him the most. It's all of them, everybody. Like, Ferris would desperately miss the old Okabe. Luca would also desperately miss the old Okabe, Mayuri. Like, they all of them, every single one of them. Everything's fine, yeah? They just join your game in the middle of a raid and kill steal all the mobs, yeah? What the fuck? I'm sorry, are you on, Oh, what is the name of that game? what is the MMO for the fucking Chaos games? ESO. I can't remember what it stands for, but it's ESO. Does Ferris play ESO? There's no way, right? There's no way she has time for that shit. Hang on a second. That's it. That's it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the conversation. What an incredibly Ferris conversation. Also, can I change the backgrounds? Yes! I forgot about this. Okay, ringtone. I completely didn't even think about it. It's phone customization time. No. 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 I mean, I already know I'm probably going with Gata Steiner, but like, this one's pretty good too. That's fair, yeah. Gata Steiner was literally my actual IRL ringtone. Oh wait, hold on. Can I? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to go with the Metal Oopa. Same one as the last game. If I can get the Fess background again, dude. It's happening. I kind of like the Metal Oopa. I want to go with the Metal Oopa. Like the Froggies, I'm not digging the Froggies, but the Oopa though. But the Oopa though. The Oopa. Oh, weird. Wait. Hold on. It like moves the. Each of the backgrounds has like their own configuration for the apps. That's weird. That's really cool. I just want to see all the like different configurations. That one that's over there. That's so weird. Whoops. No, we're not. No, stop. Yeah, I like the Oopa. Yo, Kitty Garo Froggy. Crazy. Moo Moo Froggy. Same configuration, lame. All right, Oopa, let's go. Can I call? Hold on, I want to call my Mayuri. I want to call my Mayuri. Well, want to let me call my Mayuri. I'm gonna stick with the Oopa, but well, for now, I can't remember if they're like, I can't remember if there are other wallpapers like in the other one. I imagine there are. I just can't remember. If there is a Fest wallpaper, that's gonna be it. I'm sorry, but there's no choice. But for now, Oopa. All right. There wasn't a lot of natural light. Maybe the windows were on the north side? The only illumination was from the overhead fluorescent lights. The room felt very cold.
ここはあくまでも準備室だから。
Oh, you haven't experienced the visual novel? Just the anime? Yeah. Yeah, the anime was weird. It was like a... I guess I shouldn't say it for the sake of like spoilers, but yeah, the visual novel is very different from the anime. Again, like my I think I said this before. My order of operations for Steins Gate was I watched the original anime, played Zero the visual novel, played the original visual novel, and then watched Zero the anime. So it was a very weird order of operations for me. I don't know what other like playthroughs you've watched. I'm flattered to be your first experience of the Steins Gate visual novels. Gotcha. No one was sitting at any of the desks, but two of them had stuff on them. One of them was a mess, filled with notes, calculators, coffee cups, and supplement bottles. That was the one Maho sat down at. Which meant that the one that was neatly organized must belong to Dr. Leskinen, right?
教授は
今日はオフ。
something like that. I've only ever played it once and it was a long time ago, so I actually don't remember a lot of like the visual novel specific stuff. Well, it was Sunday.
君も？
ええ。そうじゃなかったら昼過ぎまで寝ていられるわけないでしょ。
That's true. When I'd gone to pick her up from the hotel in Wako City, she'd come out of the room half asleep. This was the first day that I This was the first day that I was to meet Amadeus Kurisu. Maho had gone over the basics of being a tester on the way here. Essentially, Amadeus needed sample data for conversations, and they were going to give me an environment where I could talk up to it at any time, 24 hours a day. Something like that. Did I say that? Or no, that was the same. My brain, listen, I think my brain literally did a reset. That's fine. She didn't give me any details beyond that though. So I'll be able to talk to Amadeus Kurisu 24 hours a day, huh?
あいつはクリスのアマデウスはここにいるのか？
I think I'm reaching the end of my rope for the day. I'm so tired. Maho nodded and gave me a glance. Like I think I'm gonna call it after this this sequence. I don't know if this is like the end of the chapter. I doubt it. It's I don't think it's it's too short for this to be the end of the chapter, but I think at the end of this like scene I'm gonna call it, because I'm reaching the end of my rope is what I'm reaching the end of. My sanity is breaking. Maho nodded and gave me a glance.
あいつと呼んだわよね、今。
え、ああ。
私が思っているよりもずっと親しかったのね、あなたたち。
Maybe my silence was an answer in itself. Maho's response was uncharacteristically hesitant. Ooh, reminds me. Luka, my other spirit animal. Okabe, may I have a moment of your time? Why is there no absolutely any time, Luka option? Where, which one of these will hurt my soul the least? Not today is rude. Meeting with someone right now is technically true, but also, I'm gonna say, is it important? Yeah, the problem is, even if it is important, he's gonna be like, oh no, it's not important. Okay, I'm sorry. No, it's not important. It's important to me, Luka. Can it wait then? All right, I'll contact you later. Sorry. No, please don't worry about it. I'm dead. This image has killed me. This right here. I'm not alive anymore. It's over. My soul has left my body from sheer unadulterated cute. And he said it again. He said two of them. This is like actually. Oh, okay, we're good. I'm good. Damn it, Okabe. It's important to me, I swear.
だとしたら会うのはやめた方がいいかもしれないわよ。
どうしてだ？
相手が親しい人であればあるほどあのシステムは残酷だと思うから。
You alright? Was the cute too much? Did the cute assault your eye? You alright? I slapped my knee just now. That was not a smart move. That's not good. Hope it gets better.
大丈夫だ。
わかった。もう言わない。その代わり一つ覚えておいて。ロードする記憶はクリスが最後に更新をした3月のデータをベースにしたものよ。だから3月以降、例えば彼女が日本に留学していた時のことを聞いても全く通じない。
That's right, isn't it?
それに3月から今日までの間に
that makes sense.
私や教授が何度も起動してしまっているから、
Alright,
その度にクリス
hope you
は
find those.
ああ、アマデウスの方のクリスね。彼女は元のクリスとは違う記憶を蓄積しているわ。
Yeah, not having your glasses sucks. As much as I hate wearing them, I hate not having them even more.
私たちが聞かせた話、ネットで検索した情報、新しく会話を交わした人たち、そういったものをね。
Ah, even better. I hope those get to you. You have glasses again.
つまりこれから会うのはあなたの友人だったマキセ・クリスではないということ。このシステムの問題点の一つなんだけれど、往々にしてこちら側、つまり人間の方が混乱してしまうのよ。まるで本当のクリスと今この瞬間にチャットでもしているような錯覚に陥るから。
So don't get reality and fantasy mixed up, I guess.
共有できていない記憶の齟齬に関してこちらの脳がついていけなくなってしまうのね。
Memories that aren't shared. Now there's a feeling I knew well. Reading Steiner. There was a power only I possessed, which made my memories different than those of the people around me.
案内してくれ。
Maho gave me a slight nod.
こっちよ。
She led me to the back of the room. There was a booth separated by a thick partition. To get inside the booth, you needed a different card key than the one used to get into the room, as well as a security code.
ずいぶん厳重なんだな。
今の時代、産業スパイが一番恐ろしいの。
She entered the security code and unlocked the door.
どうぞ。
The room was about 2.5 meters per side. At one end was a white desk, and above it was a PC with a built-in 30-inch monitor.
少しだけ後ろに座っていて。
There was a small sofa that let you sit behind the user and see what was happening on the screen. I sat there. Maho powered on the PC and began to type. A second later, the words Amadeus System appeared on screen. Dude, when this like logo showed up in anonymous code, that moment like blew my fucking mind, dude. Like this logo, I was just like, what? That was the moment. Like it made perfect sense, but at the same time, it was the logo that did it for me. The fucking A. I saw her put the ID in. Salieri. Salieri? Salieri and Amadeus, huh? Is there some meaning to that? Come to think of it, in the famous movie Amadeus, there was a character who was spiteful and jealous of Mozart's incredible talents, but who, in the bottom of his heart, admired him more than anyone else. That character's name was Salieri.
パスワードは見ないで。
Mahu moved her body to hide her hands. I looked away. She finished logging into the system, and a simple bare command prompt appeared on screen.
準備はいい？
ああ、頼む。
Maho entered several commands at the prompt.
ごめんなさい。ここはちょっと見せられないの。
まあ俺が見たところでさっぱりだけどな。
でも一応ね。
She turned off the monitor, and she spun around to face me. I suddenly realized I was clenching my fists. Like, in his soul, he has aged so much more. Like, the fucking pain in this man. How long had I been doing that? My hands were sweaty, and there was a red spot at the base of my thumb where my nails had dug in. Was I more nervous than I realized?
どうしたの？
いや、今になってちょっとおじけづいてきた。
まだ間に合うわよ。今すぐここから出ていけばいいわ。
意地が悪いな。
そう？あなたのこと心配してあげてるのに。
だったらもう少しそれらしい言い方をした方がいい。クリスといい君といい実験大好きっ子は。
Oh, he almost said the thing! Dude, my heart. He almost said the thing. For a second, the old joking me was about to come back. I quickly changed the subject.
実験ばかりに明け暮れているやつは可愛げがない。
今の発言は明らかに誹謗中傷ね。侮辱罪で訴えてあげてもいいわ。
No?
やめてくれ、恐ろしい。
いい弁護士を知っているから紹介してあげましょうか。
その前に告訴を取り下げてくれ。
示談に持ち込もうというのならそれ相応の金額は覚悟することね。
後で毒ペンをおごるから。
安い。
This is adorable! Like, it... Man, it's heartbreaking, but also, like, it's still pretty sweet. I heard a small sound from the back of her throat. I guess she was laughing. Normally, I'd find that irritating, but strangely, coming from the girl in front of me... No, she was a grown woman, actually. I didn't. Maho Hyajo was very strong-willed, with the prickliness and short temper unique to scientists. She always seemed to be a little upset about something. But maybe she wasn't that bad. Oh, I see. Maho, she's a lot like Kurisu. I'm okay. When I first met Kurisu, she was like that. Arrogant, rude, never willing to change her mind, stubborn, hard-headed, always ready to confront you with raised eyebrows whenever you said something she didn't like. I truly thought I'd never seen a more unlikable woman. But despite my first impression, on the inside she turned out to be fragile, easily hurt, and so kind, and so lovable.
何がおかしいんです？先輩。
Oh no. I suddenly heard a girl's voice from the speaker. I found myself jumping off the sofa. I knew this voice. I couldn't forget it. I could never. Maho turned on the monitor. The girl I'd never forgotten appeared on the screen. Comforting images. Okay. That's fair. You might need those. Maybe it was based off her appearance at the brain science lab, because she was wearing a white lab coat. The PC's camera turned toward me on its own.
先輩、そちらの方は?
It is weird to think that she's like, the camera is her eyes, basically. Also, that camera looks a lot like my camera, and it's freaking me out. Like, this camera right here is like, the screen is at the top of my monitor, and my camera is on top of my monitor, and it looks almost identical to this one. and it's like it's freaking it's like too close. I mean, no, how would that even work? I can't turn the camera inside itself. That doesn't make weird. I was gonna say something else and I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, so it's weird to think that the camera is like her eyes, and so it just like moves around to look around. Weird. It's like Arnim Zola. Maho was introducing me, but I didn't hear anything she was saying. Actually, now that I think about it, that's actually a little too spot on. I simply stared, entranced. I wanted to reach out my hands. I wanted to touch her. She was right there.
岡部倫太郎さん。はじめまして。牧瀬クリスです。
It's pretty weird to think about. Alright, well, here we are. I mean, that's basically what she just did. Yeah, no, you got it. I am gonna let this rock, though, because, you know, duh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. What did you do today? Tell me. Tell me what you did. Tell me about your day. As someone who has not played this game, I don't know what that means, but I assume it's big. I don't know what PP is. I assume it's points, some kind of points. Gotcha. Nice. Did you get it? All right. This is my opportunity to save the game and call it a day. Okay. That makes sense. Gotcha. Oof. Did you get it? I was... Hmm? Awesome. Well done. Congratulations. Here, I'll as celebration. Oh, nice. Overachiever. As celebration, we'll watch the the superior version of what we just saw. You knew it was coming.
No! Japanese German girl, where?
Hold on. We gotta watch it.
Oh no! Japanese German girl, where? Holy cow!
Nice!
Rintaro, come soon! Nice! Japanese German girl, German girl, German girl, German girl, German girl, German girl, oh!
Chairman Go.
Oh my god, the part where they're fucking talking over each other is incredible.
Oh no! Rintaro, come soon. Nice.
Alright, this is it. This is the
Holy
end.
cow! Chairman Go. Oh no! Japanese Chairman Go. Come soon. Holy cow! So I said we should come soon. Nice. Chairman Go. Rintaro. Chairman Go. Holy cow! Nice. Nice. Chairman Go. Chairman Go. Where? Japanese Rintaro. Chairman Go. Where? Holy cow! Japanese Chairman Go. Come soon. Nice. Oh no!
Oh my god.
Where? Holy cow! Chairman Go. Nice. Chairman Go. Nice. Holy cow! Chairman Go. Where?
Where?
Holy cow! Japanese Chairman Go. Holy cow! Japanese Chairman Go. Nice. Holy cow! Where? Japanese Chairman Go. Where? Chairman Go. Oh no! Where? Japanese Chairman Go.
It's incredible. It's the best thing ever. Oh my god. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Alright, and with that, I'm out. Bye.